Argyle Eagles Booster Club production.
Welcome into the Cactus Canyon pregame show here on Argyle Eagles Booster Club Broadcasting. My name is Blake Jones, and I'll be your host for tonight's show. Thank you for tuning in for coverage of Argyle Eagles football as the Eagles hit the road this week and travel down to Grapevine as it's Argyle and Colleyville Heritage in district play. Argyle feeling a little refreshed coming out of their open week. Colleyville Heritage probably a little angry after suffering a 1-point loss to Mansfield-Timberview. It'll be a physical one tonight, as it always is when these two teams line up. Coming up in tonight's pregame show, we'll break down tonight's game between Argyle and Colleyville Heritage by speaking with both head coaches Jerry Edwards and Todd Rogers. We'll check in with Kenny Arthur and Andy Smith live from Mustang-Panther Stadium in Grapevine, as well as get a live report from the sidelines from Clark McNulty. And this week's Eyes and Ears focuses on the linebacker room, the heartbeat of that Black Swarm defense. But first, let's recap the action from Argyle's last game as Argyle squared off with Mansfield-Timberview in district play. It was a bit of a flip of the script as the Eagles slowed things down offensively to open up the game and ate up some clock, something we're not used to seeing until late in the second half. Their first three possessions total 11 and a half minutes off the clock, scoring 14 points and taking a 14-0 lead. Timberview could not get anything going in the first half offensively. At the break, the Wolves only managed 55 total yards and 2 first downs, as Argyle leads by 21 behind 2 touchdown runs by Nathaniel Bruce and 1 by Logan Rexroth. The Wolves receive the opening kick of the second half and go 3 and out again, and Nate Bruce burst for his longest run, seemingly putting the game away in the third quarter.
Wire over 100 yards passing now. Bruce breaking tackles to the line of scrimmage. He's in the 15, 10, 5, and inside the pylon for the touchdown. A 22-yard run and now a 30-yard touchdown run for Nathaniel Bruce. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
28-0 Argyle, seemingly putting the game away. However, Timberview would not go down without a fight. They score 3 straight touchdowns to pull back within 7. Just for some context, their first 7 possessions of the game went 23 plays for just 58 yards and only 2 first downs. Their next 3 drives went 19 plays for 199 yards and 6 first downs. They figured something out. Timberview had the ball in the
end zone for the touchdown. He pulls it. He doesn't run. He throws instead. 12-yard touchdown pass. McGuire Gasperson to Braden Bott. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
Yeah, and he didn't overthrow anybody there, right? He made a perfect pass, touch pass. Braden Bach was wide open down the middle. He did a good job of hanging on and just standing in the end zone for the touchdown.
35-21 Argyle. Timberview would score 1 more touchdown, but Argyle recovers the onside kick and the Eagles begin district 1-0. Here's Kenny to wrap this thing up.
McGuire Gasperson takes another knee, and that'll do it. And the Argyle Eagles will move to 2-1 on the season. More importantly, 1-0 in District 3-5A Division II play, following a 35-27 victory tonight over the Mansfield-Timberview Wolves here at Eagle Stadium.
Some numbers in this one. Gasperson hit on 12 of 21 of his passes for 152 yards and a score. Julian Caldwell, Ake O'Neill, and Braden Bach all with multiple catches, including the game-winning score from Braden. Rushing was led by Nathaniel Bruce, who toted it 25 times for 134 yards, 99 of them coming in the second half, which Bruce explained was all because of body blows from the first half.
My understanding is first half we were just pounding, getting the short yardage, finding ways to finally start to move them, and you continue to pound the rock like that, you're going to tire out the box a little bit. The trenches are going to get tired, especially if you're the ones falling forward, not backwards. So once we came out that second half, we were finally able to get that one push. O-line opened up a great hole, just enough for me to get through it, make a cut outside. And from then on, it's kind of figured out how to run the football with one. They have a really good front 6, front 7, whatever it is, and a pretty good secondary as well. So the fact that we were able to finally open up some gaps and get a great O-lineman to get a push just a little bit was enough to be able to create that space for us.
Defensively, the linebacker trio of Grayson Peschel, Brody Bomar, and Max Bland combined for 25 tackles, with Peschel racking up 2 sacks as well. Coming up next is this week's Eyes and Ears segment, hosted by Pamela Arrington and Andy Smith. The focus this week is the linebacker corps for the Argyle defense. They get plenty of attention for their play on the field, named a top 5 unit by Dave Campbell's magazine, but their leadership off the field is just as important. Don't miss it, coming up after the break. The Cactus Canyon pregame show getting you set for Argyle and Colleyville Heritage rolls on after this timeout to hear from our wonderful sponsors.
Cycle Center of Denton and BMW Motorcycles of Denton proudly support Argyle Athletics. Cycle Center is your local family-owned and operated power sports store with the best selection of motorcycles, all-terrain vehicles, and side-by-side fun and work machines. Shop the largest parts and accessories showroom in North Texas and experience a factory-trained service department with great service to keep your machine running at its best. Cycle Center wants to thank all the Argyle football fans, coaches, and faculty that make Argyle the best school in Texas. Come see why Cycle Center of Denton is called your power sports store with more.
407 Barbecue, including mouth-watering brisket and their brand new Smash Burger. Get the original Smash Burger, or for something a little spicier, try the El Diablo Blanco, and see why it was recently voted as the second best burger in DFW. Family owned and operated by your neighbors right here in Argyle. I-35W exit 407, or see the menu and catering options online at 407bbq.com.
In North Texas, we're no strangers to severe weather and hailstorms come springtime. We're also no stranger to the strangers that come knocking on our door shortly after. Don't be a victim twice. Elite Roofing and Home Restoration is a local, accredited company and will provide you with
tense. I mean, every play, we're coming after you, whether run or pass. Every play, every practice, no matter what it is, walk through, we're always locked in, we're coming after you. I just like being in all the action. I mean, if it's a run, you're there to make the tackle. If it's a pass, you're dropping back, helping the safeties out, might get a pick, might get a sack, it just depends. I mean, I just love hitting people.
Now trying to just get rid of it, it's intercepted! Could be a pick six! Peschel's got it, he's off to the races! He's not gonna be caught! 20, 10, 5, pick six, Grayson Peschel, all aboard, 80-yard pick six for Grayson Peschel, 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
I think we can be the best in the state. I think our team as a whole, we're going to be good, and I think we're going to make a run of the state championship.
Yes, that's great, Andy. And Grayson is a leader from the front that ignites his teammates and all of us Argyle fans. Argyle linebackers are asked to do it all. They stop the run, cover in space, blitz the quarterback, communicate constantly, and most importantly, Andy, they set the tone for the rest of the defense. It takes a special kind of person to do all of that and remain as coachable as they need to be, as we heard from linebackers coach David Brazel.
Our linebackers get after it. They just get after it and run to the ball. I know that they're going to get them lined up right. I know that at the end of the day, I can trust them. Again, they're going to fly to the ball, and they're going to be the leader of the defense. So I think that's what Max Bland, Brody Bomar, Peschel, and Bagley do a phenomenal job of, and I can trust any of those guys to get the job done. Whenever you're in your fit, good things are going to happen. That's what I tell them. Just be ready to make the play fast whenever you're fitting fast, whether it's in the pass or the run, especially in the run. Get ready to fit it quickly, and good things will happen to you, especially when you're running to the ball. And our backers have done a great job right now running to the ball, and it's awesome seeing it on film, and I give them the full credit for what they're doing.
Can't you just tell Coach Brazel's been around high school football his entire life, and you can tell that how he enables and inspires these guys. It comes from the heart and just lets them have the credit. I think that's really cool. You know, as he just said, Argyle linebackers have to fly all over the field and make plays. And those kinds of plays change a game, but don't let those hard hits fool you. These guys have to think constantly and do it quickly. They've got to diagnose formations, be proficient communicators, trust their eyes, and all that has to happen in the split seconds before the ball is snapped. And it's usually under some pretty stressful situations. But junior and middle linebacker Brody Bomar says one of the reasons they're successful is the way they communicate.
We're just communicating. I feel like that's the biggest thing for us as linebackers and D-line. Like, the more you can communicate, the better, especially when they're, running the ball inside and things like that. But the more we can communicate, the better. And I feel like when we're communicating the most, that's when we're almost doing the best, and that's when we're really playing really good and we're shutting them out.
Got to be a great communicator, and sometimes that also means to be just as good a listener and also have a willingness to let a senior humble you, like a big brother will sometimes, as we hear from senior linebacker Chase Bagley.
Max is a very, very good communicator. Bomar is good at being told what to do. And then Pesh is pretty smart too. He's kind of like a Bomar, but he's like the smarter Bomar. And me and Max are like we kind of know what to do. So, I mean, the communication's good. We're all cool with each other. Everything's just fun at the end of the day.
One of the leaders in that room is senior linebacker Maxwell Bland. He's been starting since his sophomore year, and he says the key to success is knowing where his strength comes from and turning that into his relentless drive for excellence for himself while also inspiring his linebacker teammates in his humble yet fierce way.
We take our job very seriously, We have to get most of the tackles, and I think it's just a great opportunity for us to display our talents, our God-given talent, and I'm just very grateful and blessed to be in this position and to be known as one of the best linebackers in 5A. So,
at 6'3" and 235 pounds with great speed, Max is plenty impressive. Then you add his inner strength from his faith and just this remarkable ability to be in the right place at the exact right time, and you get the idea how much Max means to this team.
Snap back to Andrews. Play action. He's looking. He's hit. He fumbles. There's a flag. Ball's picked up by Max Bland. He's off to the races. Nobody's going to catch him. Scoop and score for number 32, Max Bland. Will check the flag, but going to be a hold on the offense, I believe. And it is. The Eagles will strike first on the scoop and score. 6 on the board for Argyle.
Max just has that winning vibe all about him, Andy. I can't wait to see what he's going to do tonight against a very good Colleyville Heritage offense. It's definitely going to be exciting. And you won't get any argument from defensive coordinator Daniel Lundy about where this linebacking group stands among the others in the state and also in Argyle history.
I think it's probably the best group that we've had. I mean, there's some really good individuals that have come through here, from Sam Sizelove to Taylor Sweat to, Chase Petter. But, as a group, I would agree with that ranking for sure.
What is it that makes them so effective in your mind?
Their willingness to do their job so the other guy can do his, not selling each other out. I mean, if I've got to be the guy that fits inside so that you can come over the top and make a tackle, okay, that's what they're willing to do.
Guys like Chase Bagley, Grayson Peschel, Brody Bomar, and Maxwell Bland, well, they're a key reason why this defense is known as the Black Swarm, and they feel like they have to lead. And to them, it's a responsibility they take very seriously. At the same time, though, you could just tell they were built to be linebackers, all that implies. And it's a role that they really enjoy, as you'll hear from junior linebacker and 2-year starter, the 6'3", 225-pound Brody Bomar.
Read option, and Brody Bomar is going to sack him in the backfield. Absolutely nowhere to go. 33 came free back there. Wraps him up back at the 36-yard line.
I feel like it's the big hit, like hitting that pole, knocking him back on the running back and just making a play. Like, especially on, a third down, something like that, like a big stop, a big hit, get the whole defense fired up and get everybody into it. I feel like that's the thing for me.
Andy, it's clear to me that when physicality meets hunger and humility like we see from the Argyle linebacking crew, that's going to be dangerous for any opponent lining up against the Black Swarm defense, including tonight against Colleyville Heritage. For Andy Smith and myself, we want to thank you so much for listening to this week's Eyes and Ears of Argyle Are Upon You. Make sure you join us next week during pregame for an inside look on the quarterback room. There's more going on there than you think. Stay with us as the Cactus Canyon pregame show continues with a scouting report on the Colleyville Heritage Panthers from their head coach, Jerry Edwards, after this brief timeout.
At the Sunny Darden Group, we are more than just your local real estate advisors. We are your hometown connection within the world of real estate. We live, work, and raise our families right here in Argyle ISD. With kids in the district and a deep love for this community, we're committed to supporting our teachers, neighbors, and everyone who calls this place home. Whether you're buying or selling, we're here to guide you every step of the way. The Sunny Darden Group with Compass Real Estate, rooted in Argyle and always placing people first.
Hey Eagles fans, this is Reverend Jen Stevens, pastor at Argyle United Methodist Church. I'd love to invite you and your family to worship with us this Sunday. We have 2 great opportunities for worship, our traditional service at 8:45 a.m. and our modern service at 11 a.m. In between, at 10 a.m., we offer small groups for all ages. If you join us after hearing this message, let one of our greeters know. We have a special gift waiting just for you. God bless and go Eagles.
Updating your home is too important to do alone. The Design House of Denton has designers and experts on staff who want to help. Whether it's simply new flooring or having an entire wing of your home remodeled, the Design House has a full spectrum of services for any size idea you have. They care about you and your home both during and after your project. My wife and I know this from personal experience. Now it's time to see for yourself. Go see the friendly staff at their gorgeous showroom located just outside Golden Triangle Mall at 2303 Colorado Boulevard. The Design House of Denton, locally owned and proud members of Argyle Eagle Nation.
Due to tight schedules this week, we could not reach Jerry Edwards for an interview, but we did have a great chat with him last year. So here's our conversation from then with Colleyville Heritage head coach Jerry Edwards. This Scouting Report segment is brought to you by Park Place, and on our Park Place phone line right now is the head coach of the Colleyville Heritage Panthers, Jerry Edwards. Hey, Coach, thank you for your time. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
So, Coach, you made the move from a decade at Harker Heights to head coach and athletic director at Colleyville Heritage. How was your first full year at Colleyville Heritage?
It was a tremendous year. Kind of set the bar high. It's one of the reasons why I took the job here is to, have a chance every year to be a regional contender and have the opportunity to go deep in the playoffs, and long, rich tradition here. And so last year was good, getting 12 wins under our belt and advancing to the fourth round, kind of the first step for us here.
Yeah, and just a little bit off the field, we talked last year about how you took over in April, and you arrive, you get settled in, but then it's summer workouts, and then it's practice. It was just kind of like a whirlwind for you at the time. So when did things begin to settle down for you?
Well, they really never have, to be honest. I mean,
okay.
Once one season ends, the next one begins, and so, but it was good within, getting a full year under my belt last year to kind of get a feel for the traditions and the kind of expectations that the community and the school in the District 1 here. So, I guess, about midsummer this year, you kind of knew what you were getting into as this season kicked off.
Yeah, I guess if you sign on to be head coach and athletic director, you're signing up for a lot of long weeks. So, Coach, I understand you brought your boys with you. I think if I remember right, you got 4 of them. So, how was the move up to Colleyville?
Well, I have 3 sons.
3.
And so, I have twins that are freshmen that are playing on our freshman team this year. One plays quarterback, one plays linebacker. And their team is really good, and they're doing a great job. So it's really cool to spend some time with them, getting to be the dad and coach with them and seeing them develop. And then my youngest son is a 7th grader, and he's playing on the 7th grade team. And so it's been a blessing to watch them join the game that has been really good to me, and it's a family affair for us, and so it's been awesome.
Boy, in a couple of years they'll be on varsity, then it'll be a full family affair. That'll be I'm sure that's something you're looking forward to.
Yes, sir.
We talked last year about Harker Heights was a rebuild. I think we had decided that they had 12 wins in either the 3 or 4 years before you got there. Like you mentioned, Heritage was a 12-win team when you got here, and you were able to sustain that. So, as a head football coach, what's the biggest difference in trying to rebuild the program versus just kind of continuing the success that Colleyville had?
Well, our athletic director, Todd Raymond, kind of talks about it all the time. Here, it's trying to find a way to move the needle a little bit more. When I was at Harker Heights and you're building a program from the ground up, there's a lot of room for improvement, a lot of different things you can do. When you walk into a tradition-rich program like Colleyville Heritage, it's how do you move the needle a little bit? And so, and that was kind of my biggest task and goal when I got here is to, what little changes can I make to help get us, past the 4th round. Colleyville's been, including last year, to the 4th round 4 times, I believe, and haven't made that step. And so we're trying to find little ways to move that needle so we can, be considered a state title contender in the future.
Well, this is Jerry Edwards, the head coach of Colleyville Heritage Panthers, on with us in the pregame show. And Coach, Colleyville and Argyle had a pretty epic battle there in Collins and Denton the day after Thanksgiving in round 3. What do you remember about that game?
I remember pregame looking over because, in Denton, the locker room's on the same side. And I remember looking over towards the Argyle locker room and seeing the biggest offensive lineman I've ever seen. And I knew that it was going to be a battle, and it was a bloodfest. I mean, it was an epic. It was one of the most physical football games I've ever coached in. I thought both teams were very well coached, very, very physical teams. And, really and truly that game could have went either way. But just a hard-nosed round 3 game, which we fully expected going into that it would be.
I think it was I've been covering this team for well over a decade now. It was certainly the most physical game I think Argyle has ever played in. And, we had talked about in our interview last year, that was something you wanted to bring to Colleyville, was a physical brand of football. So very apparent that you did that, but how? Because every coach wants to be a part of a physical football team. That's kind of cliche, but you did it. How do you do that? How do you bring in that style of play?
Well, I think teams, kind of take on the identity of their head coach. I'm a defensive-minded guy, and defensive-minded guys are usually a little more brash and a little hard-nosed, and there hasn't been a defensive-type head coach at Colleyville in the last, 4 or 5 head coaches. And so bringing that style of football to us, and just preaching it from day one, we're gonna line up, and win or lose, we're gonna play physical, hard-nosed football, and the other team on the other side of the ball is gonna know that we were there. And so, the kids kind of take on that identity. It's just something you preach and something I live. And I think once they see it day in, day out, how to practice and how we're going to get after it every day, I think, we didn't get there overnight, about halfway through the season, though, getting ready to go into the playoffs, we'd kind of established that mindset and culture. But it's me living it and breathing it, and our coaches doing the same thing each and every day, and just staying on them to make sure that we prepare to be a physical football team.
Yeah, so kind of lead by example. That's cool. Excuse me. So how's season 2 going for you?
Season 2 is good. I mean, we got some familiarity with each other. They know the scheme. It's not new. And so we were able to build off that. We got some veteran leadership on both sides of the ball in some key areas. And so we relied heavily on that. Got off to a good win. I think I told everybody our first 5 games this year are, can compare to anybody in the state of Texas. And then we go to the Colony, which was hot at the time. And then we go Timberview and then Argyle. And so, those are 5 quality football programs. And so our first 5 games are extremely difficult. Through the first 4, we're 3-1. We feel good about that. We've learned along the way, and we've improved a little bit. And, we're ready to toe it up against Argyle and get to our bye week and then get ready for the back half.
Well, it should be a good one anytime. It seems like in any sport, when Argyle and Colleyville Heritage get together, it's a good one. Coach, best of luck on Friday night. Be careful getting to Argyle, and appreciate your time.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Go Panthers.
All right, coming up next in the Cactus Canyon pregame show, we head out to Grapevine, where Andy Smith and Kenny Arthur set the scene for Mustang-Panther Stadium as Argyle prepares to take on the Colleyville Heritage Panthers. That on the way next, after this word from Marty B.
Howdy, friends. Let's go Eagles. Marty B's, Cactus Canyon, and Branded Bowls, all proud sponsors of Argyle football. Friends, if you're wanting to pregame, after game, mid-game, consider one of our amazing options for you. Let's have an incredible football season. Let's go Eagles!
Elevate your style with Charming in Maine. Shop our hand-picked selection of must-have denim, stylish tops, and more to create effortlessly stylish outfits. Discover new arrivals weekly and on-trend styles, all with exceptional quality and accurate sizing. Shop anytime online, then conveniently pick up your order at our Argyle warehouse. Visit charminginmaine.com today. Charming in Maine. Shop local. Look amazing.
Park Place is proud to support Argyle High School and all you Eagles fans out there. You deserve to feel like a winner, whether you're cheering on your favorite team or shopping for your new favorite car. And at Park Place Lexus Grapevine and Land Rover DFW, you'll enjoy a fully customized luxury dealership experience that'll make you feel like the MVP. So head over to your nearest Park Place dealership or visit parkplace.com and see what makes them the experts in excellence.
An Argyle Eagles Booster Club production.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're live at Mustang-Panther Stadium in Grapevine for tonight's District 3 5A matchup between the Argyle Eagles and the Colleyville Heritage Panthers. Argyle is well rested after a week off, and they come in at 2-1 on the season. The Eagles are 1-0 in district play after a 35-27 victory over Mansfield Timberview 2 weeks ago. The Colleyville Heritage Panthers are coming off a nail-biting 43-42 loss to those same Timberview Wolves last week. They have not had their off week yet, so they come in with a record of 2-2 on the season, and they're 1-1 in district play. They annihilated the Colony 73-7 to start district play 2 weeks ago. My name is Kenny Arthur, and I will bring you all of the play-by-play action of tonight's contest. Needless to say, from those scores, since they've scored 115 points in 2 district games, this Heritage offense is no joke. It all starts with quarterback Bodie Weaver. He's thrown for 813 yards and 12 touchdowns, but he also leads the team in rushing with 348 yards on 36 attempts. That's 9.7 yards a carry for a quarterback. He has some really nice receivers, too. All 4 can make plays. Both Connor Supankese and Lucas Sunwell have over 200 yards receiving, while Landon Dressel and Trevi Presci both have over 100. Jared Wiley has 12 catches out of the backfield for the Panthers. Point is, you never know who Weaver's going to throw to. You got to cover them all. There is not a go-to guy on this team. The defense ain't too shabby either, led by linebacker Joseph Nisbet, who leads the team in tackles and is tied for the team lead in sacks and interceptions. Also listen for safety Hayden West, a UTSA commit, to make a difference for this Heritage defense. Also expected to listen to the name Isaiah Omar, a sophomore who plays both ways, but just found out a few minutes ago from the Colleyville Heritage broadcast team that he is injured and doesn't look like he'll be playing tonight. Biggest thing for Colleyville Heritage is they are disappointed with last week's loss to Mansfield Timberview. They led 42-20 going into the fourth quarter and lost on a field goal with 12 seconds left, mostly due to their own mistakes. This is a good football team expecting to compete for a district championship, and Argyle head coach Todd Rogers thinks the Panthers will be hyped to get things back on track this week, especially against a highly ranked opponent like Argyle.
You know, we're going to have a very scorned Panther, per se, show up on Friday night, because they're just as viable to win the district championship as anybody in this district, and I think that's going to be their bounce-back message.
The Argyle Eagles should be well rested. They're still without starting linebacker Grayson Peschel due to injury, but other than that, Argyle should be ready to win district game number 2 of the season tonight. For more on Argyle and what they need to do to beat this tough Heritage team, I bring in my broadcast partner, Andy Ace Smith. Andy, Argyle starting off district with probably the 2 toughest district opponents in Timberview and Colleyville Heritage. How does Coach Rogers' bunch ensure they get to 2-0 tonight?
Well, first of all, Kenny, it is great to be back in the saddle, or maybe the side saddle, with you tonight for the first broadcast we've made together as this team. So that's kind of cool. But back to your question, what does Coach Rogers need to do tonight to get to 2-0 in district? That is the question tonight. I think you nailed it a moment ago. The Colleyville Panthers, they're going to be highly super energized to right a wrong from last week. They, as you said, they gave up a 42-20 lead going into the fourth quarter, but the defense didn't give up a touchdown. They got Timberview closed that gap on a kickoff return, a pick six, and a scoop and score, and then that field goal at the end, as you mentioned. So they're going to be like on fire tonight at the start. So the key for Argyle is to match that intensity right from the start. Sometimes coming off of an off week, you got a little rust. The Eagles don't have any margin or any time for rust tonight. They've been ready to play right from the start, and I think that they will. Look for Eagles to start fast, be very explosive on offense. They think they have an opportunity to go deep against this Colleyville Panther team, and when that opportunity presents itself, it seems to go well for Argyle, so look for that. Defensively, I think the Argyles, like you said, Kenny, they've got their hands full. Colleyville has explosive players up and down the roster, and tonight, to neutralize that, let's look at the Argyle linebackers and how well that they can contain, tackle in space, and create some pressure up the middle. All of that said, though, Kenny, if Argyle does score more points tonight than Colleyville, Coach Rogers will be a happy camper.
Such wisdom. Thanks, Ace. Also, Stephen Bartolotta is our studio host tonight. He's checking in on all the games in and around the Metroplex. Who are we keeping an eye on tonight, Poppy?
Well, Kenny, district play is well underway for most schools, and the front runners, they're beginning to take shape, and some jockeying is already underway, taking place for those top spots, including District 3, which tonight we will be watching Mansfield Timberview and Everman doing battle. Elsewhere in District 4, 2 games of note that we'll be checking on are number 9 Prosper Walnut Grove, who looks to remain perfect on the year, as they will be visiting Denison this evening, and then a really good battle. Number 6 Anna is hosting Melissa, as that is a big showdown between those 2 teams. And the Ryan Raiders, they're off to a hot start at 3-0, ranked number 4 in Class 5A Division 1. They will be on the road tonight, taking on the Granbury Pirates. Those are just a few of the games that are going to be tracking for you this evening. It'll be another fun night of high school football. And we'll have an update on these games and much more coming up in our halftime show. Until then, back to you at the stadium, Kenny.
Thanks a lot, Steven. We'll check back in with Poppy during halftime and postgame tonight, so no need at all to go anywhere else. It should be a good one tonight from lovely Grapevine, Texas. It's a beautiful autumn night for football here in the heart of the DFW Metroplex. We can't wait to bring you the action. Kickoff is at 7 p.m., but first the great Blake Jones will guide you through the rest of the Cactus Canyon pregame show. That all begins with his weekly flyover with Argyle head coach Todd Rogers. That's next on Argyle Eagles Booster Club Broadcasting. But first, this word from one of our longtime sponsors, our friends at the Real Estate Station.
The Real Estate Station, owned by longtime Argyle residents Dave and Kathy Salisbury, has been around since 1986 and was the first real estate office to be established in Argyle. The Real Estate Station provides full office support, in-house marketing, and an experienced sales team consisting of agents who live in and know the Argyle area. Whether you are buying, selling, or leasing, they are ready to serve you. Supporting Argyle ISD for over 15 years, they are proud to be a district-level Eagle partner again this year. And they were chosen to be Argyle ISD's real estate advisors. The Real Estate Station, they are your hometown real estate experts.
Dan McDowell here for The Barrel in Bartonville.
And I'm Jake Kemp for Mexican Oak in Denton.
The Barrel is a ranch-to-table restaurant specializing in local offerings.
At Mexican Oak, we bring the soul of Mexico to the heart of Denton.
I invite you to visit The Barrel for happy hour.
Or swing by Mexican Oak for dinner. Proud sponsors of the Argyle Eagles.
Dreaming of a landscape transformation? JLBB Co. is here to turn your vision into reality. With over 25 years of experience, we specialize in revamping outdoor spaces to enhance beauty, functionality, and value. Whether it's maintaining lush lawns or redesigning patios and walkways, our North Texas team delivers first-class service every time. JLBB Co., your partner in landscape perfection.
.407 Barbecue brings us this week's weekly flyover with the head coach of the Eagles, Todd Rogers. And coach, coming off the open week, a lot of self-scout, a lot of rehabilitation. How are you feeling? How are you and your boys feeling after the not the week off, but no game last Friday?
Well, I think we feel good. We adjusted our schedule and went to a more like a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, middle of the week type practice. Got our 40-40s in on Friday, and then had another extended weekend. So, you know, we had a little rain disruption on Mondays, but we put a lot of good effort into today's practice, and we'll wrap that up on Wednesday and get ready for Friday.
40-40s, is that what it sounds like? 40-yard dashes? Just
40-yard dashes with rest in between. So, yes, it's the whole intent is to replicate the same conditioning as a game, have it, in the same spot on that Friday afternoon, and just keep that weekly conditioning up so you stay in shape during the off week.
So I know it's only 3 games into the season, so not a ton to self-scout, but, you had some extra time to look at your team. Were there any areas you circled as areas of improvement?
Well, I think it's really fundamentally based when you have an open week this early in the season. There's 2 goals. Go back to fundamentals, work your fundamentals, get back to the basics of your offense and defense, and then certainly take an opportunity to assess your depth in the different areas. Has the first 3 games put you in a situation on the offensive line, defensive line, linebackers, at tight end, whatever, and cross-train some kids. So we were able to utilize 3 practices last week to cross-train some kids, and so we feel a little bit better moving on down the road with that.
So you said, I think after week 1, you said you needed to simplify some things. And, we hear a lot of coaches say that. Well, we got to simplify, get back to basics. And I think the image that portrays is you ripping plays out of your play sheet, but it's probably a little denser than that. So when coaches say that, we need to simplify, what does that mean?
Well, I think that sometimes when you put too much on the athletes, I think coaches obviously know the offense and defense better than the players. And I think sometimes we get a little sophisticated offensively and defensively, and that impacts the level of understanding. And so when they say they want to simplify, they want to do a few things and do it really, really well. And so if you can, do a few things and do them well, every situation that comes up, how to respond in that situation, and you can play really fast, and therefore success should rise.
You mentioned explosives last week and how you were happy with a few of your drives had an explosive on every play. And I know there are different parameters for that. Some coaches say 15 plus, some say 20 plus. But, how do you track that in your own way? And is that something you're keeping an eye on during the game of saying, hey, we need some more explosives here?
Well, I think it should fall naturally offensively. Obviously down the distance plays a role in it. So, you're going through and trying to generate first downs, but also you're looking for opportunities for explosive plays and taking shots. And I think that comes with success. That comes with the trust of the offensive line. It comes with is your quarterback clicking, and going and understanding what you're doing. And so I think there's lots of intangibles that goes to that but an explosive play in my mind is 15 plus, right? And so I think that you have to challenge the defense offensively, put them in some precarious situations and put your athletes out in space, which is the secondary, and give them an opportunity to, go make a play. And so it's good for us to do that because I think it stretches the defense when we do that, and it makes our underneath passing game and certainly our run game much stronger.
And you can go with any metric you want. I would say one of the biggest indicators of a win is explosives. If you can win the explosive battle, now there's window dressing around that, but if you're consistently picking up chunk plays, you're probably scoring points. You're probably winning the game.
Sure.
Well, this is Coach Rogers on with us in the Cactus Canyon pregame show as the Eagles are getting ready to take on the Colleyville Heritage Panthers. And this week, our player spotlight guest is Malik Bracey. And, it's amazing, kind of going back to early last year, teams have just started not throwing the ball to his half of the field, which is an amazing tool for your defense. But he also seems like a pretty good leader, somebody your kids look up to. So tell us about Malik Bracey.
Well, Malik is, on a path to be one of the best defensive backs ever to play in Argyle in 23 years. He's got great length. He's got great speed. He plays football with an immense amount of energy. He smiles. He's a good locker room guy. He's a good weight room guy. And he's very determined. He talks and communicates very well on the football field and has a very demanding spirit. So I think his mom and dad have done a good job of raising him. He's got a good, firm handshake, and he'll look you in the eye, and so he's got tremendous, personable qualities. But the contribution he makes to our football team is amazing. He runs down fast on the kickoff, and certainly at corner he gives the defensive coordinator lots of opportunities to lean on him to be in man coverage on the backside and then roll all the coverages away from him. So he gives us some latitude defensively that I don't know anybody else that's ever had that skill set.
I noticed the handshake too. It's just a powerful introduction.
Yeah, it is. It says a lot about his personality.
So up next in district play is the Colleyville Heritage Panthers. Physical football team. They always are under head coach Jerry Edwards. And, whenever I think about Colleyville Heritage, I remember the playoff game in 23. It's almost like a line in the sand of like, hey, this is playoff football in 5A. And I felt like that was a, kind of a stepping stone for your program. And I feel like if you're going to, you got to play Colleyville Heritage. And if you're going to, you might want the bye beforehand just to get healed up because, they bring the punch.
Right. Very physical football team. They're styled, very similar to ours. They throw the ball around. They do a few things and do them well, right? So, I think they're going to be strong in the special teams. They're going to, put a good hard-nosed defense out there that plays good man coverage and little quarters coverage. And then offensively, their quarterback is playing at a very, very high level, and he's distributing the ball to a wealth of wide receivers out there and a great, strong running game. So it's a team that's diverse. They've got lots of weapons, and we'll be lucky to kind of stay with them at some point. They're a very scary opponent.
All right, well, let's get into them, including tonight's Coach Rogers' keys to victory as the Cactus Canyon pregame show rolls on after this from Lori Jacobson.
Buying or selling a home is likely your greatest investment. Lori Jacobson and the Legacy Group believe in making the process easy and simple for your family. Whether you're moving into your forever home in Argyle, need help remodeling or staging, or are a first-time buyer, Lori's dedicated to making sure all of her clients walk away from the transaction satisfied. She has a saying that you walk in as a client, but you leave as a friend. So it's no secret why she's been named Best Real Estate Agent by D Magazine yet again. Lori Jacobson encourages all the Argyle Eagles to leave a legacy both on and off the field. Go Eagles.
store Papa John's is serving up something hot, fresh, and made just for you. From our mouth-watering pizzas and famous stuffed crust to sizzling hot wings, cheesy breadsticks, and more. Score big with North Lake Papa John's. Order during the game for delivery and dig in the moment you get home. And get 25% off with the code ARGYLE25. We're open late every Friday and Saturday, proudly located in North Lake Commons. Locally owned, operated, and honored to be a part of the Argyle community. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Life moves fast. The last thing you need to worry about, pests. At Miles Pest Services, protecting your home is easier than ever. In just a few clicks, you'll have professional pest control set up. No calls, no hassle. With over 35 years serving our community, Miles delivers long-term protection built on trust, integrity, and care. For busy homeowners like you, we make pest control simple so you can get back to what matters most. Miles Pest Services. Fast, easy, trusted.
All right, back to Coach Rogers in the pregame show. And Coach, you mentioned to us on the Eagles Nest podcast last week that you were glad to be following Mansfield Timberview in district. One reason, Timberview, very physical. They're going to beat up some folks. You know, you pay your toll when you play them. But secondly, teams also have to kind of tip their hand as to how they're going to approach a physical football team like yours. So here, beginning with Colleyville Heritage, just film study get a little easier knowing that you're going to see some similarities based on how they played the team before you.
Well, you have a watermark. It's a team you've already played, right? So you judge that. Are they as good as they were last week, or are they not as good as they were last week? So you're looking at that, and you play from the watermark point. So having a prior opponent or a similar opponent gives you some measuring mark for what you're about to deal with. And so our offensive staffs and our defensive staffs both use that watermark as just, what is the expectation, what's the standard. If you look at them last week they're winning the game, and then all at once Timberview drives down and kicks a field goal to take the lead. So, we're going to have a very scorned Panther, per se, show up on Friday night because they're just as viable to win the district championship as anybody in this district, and I think that's going to be their bounce-back message.
I was going to ask you, they're coming off a 1-point gritty loss. They always say, you don't want to play an angry football team. One, do you believe in that? And two, how does that show up? Is the team just more physical, faster? Can you sense it in the way, they call plays? How can you tell that team is angry?
I think that's a very real thing. I think people get embarrassed, and I think that adds tons of juice to practice the previous week. I think they're going to be already up for us since we won last year. So I think probably you're going to see double the motivation or even triple the motivation. They have very talented players, and they're going to be pushing the envelope. And a lot of those kids over there are being taught to wear that honor and wear that badge of being an underdog and let's go get after Argyle. So I've used that game planning strategy many a times as being scorned, and we got to bounce back and show who we are. And I'm sure Coach Edwards is using that this week.
Yeah, so the Panther locker room is very motivated. I know your boys in this locker room are ready to go as well, but give us tonight's Brandon Bowles keys to victory.
Well, I think their quarterback is fantastic, and he's playing at a very high level, and we're going to have to, keep him from extending plays. If we can minimize that, we're not going to keep him from it. We're just going to minimize the extension of those plays. I think we'll like that from a defensive perspective. We can just limit those. Offensively, we've got to throw the ball down the field and attack down the field. Our wide receivers versus their secondary should be a critical matchup to our success when that 48 minutes expires. And then our kicking game, we just got to stay steady. We've been good. We have to have great placements on our kickoffs. Our punt game has been strong, and we've got to continue to work in those areas. And I think that'll be a plus for us come Friday night.
All right, thank you for your time, Coach. Best of luck.
Thank you.
All right, that was Coach Rogers here in the locker room at Mustang-Panther Stadium before the Eagles square off with the Colleyville Heritage Panthers. Coming up after the break, we'll head out to the sideline for Clark McNulty's report from the field next. This is Argyle Eagles Booster Club broadcasting.
This broadcast is proudly sponsored by Polymerol Flexible Packaging. We believe in giving back to the place we call home, and that means supporting the incredible student athletes of Argyle ISD. Your hard work, dedication, and team spirit inspires every day, both on the field and in the classroom. We're proud to stand behind you, your coaches, and the families who make Argyle Athletics so special. From all of us at Polymerol, go Eagles!
Hi Eagles fans, this is Mickey Mickenheim, owner of CTX Pool and Patio. CTX Pool and Patio is a proud all-sports sponsor and happy to say we are your hometown pool builder. Give us a call or shoot us a text for anything you might need for a new pool, a renovation, resurfacing, outdoor living, you name it, CTX Pool and Patio can do it. All-sports sponsor and your hometown pool builder, CTX Pool and Patio. Go Eagles!
407 Barbecue is the proud title supporter of the Argyle Eagles. Named the very best barbecue in all of DFW, 407 Barbecue offers an array of award-winning smoked meats, including mouth-watering brisket and their brand new Smash Burger. Get the original Smash Burger, or for something a little spicier, try the El Diablo Blanco, and see why it was recently voted as the second best burger in DFW. Family owned and operated by your neighbors right here in Argyle. I-35W exit 407, or see the menu and catering options online at 407bbq.com.
It's almost time for kickoff. Let's head down to the field and get the weather report for tonight's game and the vibes from the sidelines. Here's Clark McNulty.
Hey, this is Clark McNulty down here on the sidelines at Grapevine, Texas, gearing up for Colleyville Heritage's homecoming. You can tell by the mums, there's actually hey, this is their home check. 83 degrees. It's going to get into the 70s before this game is over, and there's a slight breeze moving north and south, but I don't think it's going to have much effect on the game tonight. One of my keys to the game tonight is turnover bet. Right now, Argyle is -2 in the turnovers, while Colleyville Heritage is at +4. So I'd really like to see Argyle be aggressive, punch the ball out, create turnovers, give our offense opportunities to score. Really like to see a great game by our special team. Colleyville Heritage is a little susceptible to long kick returns, punt returns, and I'd really like to see Argyle really capitalize on that. That's it for me on the sidelines. Right after this break, Kenny Arthur and Andy A. Smith are going to bring you all the action. You're listening to Argyle Eagles Booster Club Broadcasting.
JB Warranties, one of Inc. 5000's fastest growing companies, is a proud supporter of the Argyle Eagles. Headquartered in Argyle, Texas, JB Warranties is proud to serve the HVAC and plumbing industry with our wholesale protection plan offerings throughout the U.S. and Canada. The winning game plan for every season starts with warranty plan offerings backed and serviced through the nation's leader, JB Warranties. For more info, visit jbwarranties.com. Go Eagles!
When Argyle Eagles hit the field, every play counts. And when injuries happen, Orthopedic Associates is here to keep you in the game. Orthopedic Associates has 2 convenient locations and offers same-day appointments, in-house imaging, physical therapy, and on-site surgery. With expert orthopedic and sports medicine care since 1976, Orthopedic Associates is proud to support the Argyle Eagles on and off the field. Schedule at orthopedicassociates.org or call 972-420-1776.
Hey, this is Brian Estridge, the voice of the TCU Horned Frogs, and I want to promote a neat tool that the Booster Club releases every Thursday. It's the Eagles Nest Podcast. Blake Jones and his team get you prepared each week for Argyle's next game by talking with one of the seniors for the football team, chatting with the head coach of that week's opponent, as well as spending some time with the Argyle head coach, Todd Rogers, including getting his keys for an Argyle victory. Plus, don't miss highlights from last week's game and the Argyle ISD Eagle Update. Updating you on all the events headed your way around the school district. Check it out and subscribe on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts.
All aboard for Argyle Eagles football.
He's going to go deep, though. Julian Caldwell, and he's off to the races. 40, 35, 30. Diving, can't make the tackle, and he's going to go to the house. Argyle touchdown. Nice route run by Julian Caldwell to break free. An 82-yard touchdown pass. Gasperson to Julian Caldwell. All aboard. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
Tonight's presentation is brought to you by the Argyle Eagles Booster Club.
Oh, they got him. Tate Van Poppel sacks him. Ball comes loose. Argyle recovers. Doesn't matter. That's the ball game. Big number 44, Tate Van Poppel on the sack. And the Argyle Eagles are moving on victorious victorious 26-22 over the Salina Bobcats.
Argyle Eagles football is proudly sponsored by 407 Barbecue. The best barbecue joint around is now tackling the burger game with their Smash Burger and El Diablo Blanco.
Argyle going to throw it deep, looking for Cole Kirkpatrick. It goes up, he makes the catch! Argyle touchdown! Just kind of threw it up for grabs. Throws, it's complete. Coming back for it is Krzyzak. He's got room, 20, 15, down the side, cuts it inside of the 10, 5, touchdown, Will Krzyzak.
Also brought to you by Lori Jacobson with the Legacy Group, Park Place Lexus and Land Rover of Grapevine, and Marty B's Cactus Canyon and Branded Bowls. Friday Night Lights in Texas. Kickoff is just moments away. With the call of tonight's game, here is Andy Smith and Kenny Arthur.
Welcome in live to the Snooty Pig press box here at Mustang-Panther Stadium in Grapevine, Texas. Here on the campus of Grapevine High School, but only about a mile or so away in the distance is Colleyville Heritage High School, and that's who the Argyle Eagles are taking on tonight. Clark McNulty on the sideline, Andy Smith riding shotgun. I'm Kenny Arthur. Blake Jones producing. Seth Clear, statistician tonight. And we got a good one for you tonight, or at least we think we do. Should be a good one anyway. Usually when these two teams get together in any sport, especially football and volleyball, baseball as well, you name it, it's quite the battle. And it will be a battle again tonight. Lori Jacobson and Legacy Group coin toss. Argyle will have the football first. And so they will receive the opening kickoff tonight as they won the coin toss and elected to receive and take the football. They will defend the north end zone. North end zone, south end zone. I'm turned around. I don't know. I get turned around. We're in the Metroplex.
Yeah.
That's what I know. It's
over there.
Going one direction. To our left, that's where they're going to receive. Yeah, that plane's flying north. Okay, so it's the north end zone. Okay, I've got it. That's the best way to figure out. As you hear, that's the ace, Andy Smith. Anyway, Legacy Group coin toss. It's not heads or tails, and you don't have to pick. With Lori Jacobson and the Legacy Group, you're both a client and a friend. So, again, Argyle will have the football first. Who are your starting 11 on offense for the Argyle Eagles? Play action. They are going to throw. There he is. Happy birthday. Touchdown, Braden Mock. 4-yard touchdown pass to the tight end, number 88, Braden Mock from McGuire. Gas person. All aboard. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
Todd Rogers, head coach. This is my starting 11 on offense.
McGuire Gasperson, number 11, senior quarterback.
Logan Rusho, 21, junior running back.
Aki O'Neal, number 4, junior wide receiver.
Julian Caldwell, number 5, junior wide receiver.
Jake Murphy, 20, senior receiver.
Braden Bach, 88, senior tight end.
Tyler Anderson, number 75, junior left tackle.
Keegan Lawson, 78, senior left guard.
Chanson Bowen, 79, senior center.
Cole Jackman, 70, junior right guard.
Braxton Firestone, 77, junior right tackle.
Jake Gregory, offensive coordinator.
And as soon as those Panthers get the football, here's your starting 11 for the Argyle defense. Weaver, play action. He's looking. He's going to throw the fade to the other side, and that is intercepted. Malik Bracey just turns around and makes the catch. What a great, perfect coverage, Mitch, by Malik Bracey. Ball was intended for Trevi Fresh.
Todd Rogers, head coach. This is my starting 11 on defense.
Reno Herman, 44, junior D-line.
Callum Owen, number 97, senior D-line.
Tyson O'Neal, number 55, senior defensive line.
Chase Bagley, 0, senior linebacker. Brody Beaumar, number 33, junior middle linebacker.
Maxwell Bland, number 32, senior linebacker.
Malik Bracey, number 7, senior cornerback.
Sager Zemzo, 2, senior safety.
Glenn Howard, number 1, junior cornerback.
Daniel Bruce, number 8, senior free safety.
Braden Offner, 28, sophomore corner.
Coach Lundy, defensive coordinator.
All right, we're just about set for kickoff. Here's your Cinch Cleaners uniform update. That way, if you're listening and not watching tonight, we can give you paint the picture a little better for you. Colleyville Heritage, red jerseys, white numerals outlined in black, black pants, black helmet with red and white stripe down the middle of that helmet, and a big red Panther paw on either side of the helmet. Argyle in their white uniform, their white jerseys tonight. White jerseys, red numerals outlined in black, black pants with white and red piping down the side of those pants, black helmets with a big red eagle wing on the side of those helmets. As we are just about ready to get underway, Nathaniel Bruce and Julian Caldwell stand back at their own 5-yard line awaiting the kickoff of Landon Dressel, the senior, number 14 for Colleyville Heritage. Right-footed kicker. He approaches the ball, boots it in the air. It's end over end, and Nathaniel Bruce will take it at the 6-yard line and come to the right. Gets a nice block from Caldwell, breaks the tackle. There's a flag down. Spin move at the 30. Nice spin move and a nice return all the way out to the 49-yard line, but that's probably coming back. There's a flag back at the 23-yard line, and we'll await the call of referee Kelly Martinez to find out for sure who the guilty party was here. And it is a hold on Argyle, and so they will back them up from there. Here's the starting defense quickly for the Colleyville Heritage Panthers. We'll check the defensive ends. It was supposed to be Isaiah Omar and Demarius Logan, two absolute studs on defense. I was told that those guys may not play, but it looks like Demarius Logan, number 13, is out there. On the other end, though, it is number 26, Colin Bennett, playing defensive end. DeMarshe Logan and Nehemiah Oliwala are the defensive tackles. I'll get that name right at some point in time tonight. The corners are Chase Gibson and Eli Woolery, 2-2. And the linebackers, Camden Blackson, Joseph Nisbet, Dak Sabison. And the safeties are Will Hummert and Hayden West for the Panthers. Argyle on first down. Quick pass out to Julian Caldwell. He's got some running room out to the 25-yard line. Hayden West makes the stop. Ends up being a 9-yard gain. Argyle started the drive at their own 16-yard line following that penalty. And again, 9 yards here on first down. It'll be second down and a yard. 3 receivers go out left for the Eagles, 1 to the right. Nathaniel Bruce, the running back, he's to the right of McGuire Gasperson, the Argyle quarterback. Now, Braden Bach, the tight end, who was lined up out wide, will come in motion. Play action. Gasperson now going to roll out to his left. Looking for the corner, and he's going to be brought down. And the sack back there, a 2-yard loss, is Joseph Nisbet, the middle linebacker, leading the way. And so back to the 23-yard line. It'll be third down and 3 for Argyle. And Andy, looked like Maggs may have left the pocket a little sooner than he needed to there.
Yeah, he had Michael DeLeon running free down the middle. Just couldn't see him because of the pressure. And we got to be impressed with the Panthers linebackers. Nisbet coming from his middle linebacker spot. Very quick, very physical.
Max Bland checks in as the second tight end. And it's going to be a handoff to Nathaniel Bruce. He bounces it outside, breaks the tackle. He's got room, 30, 35, 40. And he's going to be brought down by Will Hummert out at the 45-yard line, a 22-yard gain on 3rd and 3 and an Argyle first down.
Had some great downfield blocking from Julian Caldwell. Also, Braden Bach, he didn't get enough credit for his blocking from that H-back tight end position. Sealed the edge, and Bruce was on his way.
Yeah, they're listed as a tight end, but very seldom is the Argyle tight end on the line of scrimmage in the usual tight end position. He's kind of lined up behind the tackle. He's behind the right tackle this time. Play action. Gasperson going to go deep on the right side. He's got a man open. It is caught at the 15-yard line. And being brought down there is Micah DeLeon inside the 10 all the way down. They'll mark him down at the 6-yard line where it will be first and goal. 49-yard gain. Got some steps on Eli Woolery, who brings him down. Argyle quick to the line of scrimmage. First and goal from the 6. Handoff. Nope, play action. They're going to throw it out wide. Oh, it's DeLeon again. And he tried to turn it upfield before he had it. Drops the football. It'll be second and goal from the 6.
That 49-yard pass to Michael DeLeon is something Argyle thinks that they can get an advantage on because Colleyville likes to play quarters. That cover 4 safeties across the back to prevent the deep play. But if you give a good play action, that sucks them up and you can get behind them.
Ball on the right hash, second and goal from the 6. Play 6 of the drive. Handoff, Nathaniel Bruce. Huge hole up the middle. And a nice job closing it once he gets to the 1, but able to get 5 yards, and it will be third down and goal from the 1-yard line. Harrison Roberts made the stop. No, excuse me, that's number 12. That's Habison, the outside linebacker. Argyle quarterback sneak straight ahead, but there's a flag down, but he signals touchdown, and the same official that threw the flag signals touchdown. Usually that means it's going to be on the defense, so we'll make sure. And it is offsides on the defense, so it is a touchdown for Argyle. A 1-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles strike first, 6 on the board for Argyle. Not as exciting when there's a penalty on the play. I don't get to get as it pumped.
Well,
all aboard! There we go.
I'm excited. 6 on the board for the Eagles. That offensive line imposing their will on that opening possession, that's becoming the identity of this team.
Carter Stebbins to tip the PAT out of the hold of Walker Bruce. Extra point is good. 9:34 to play first quarter. Argyle strikes first. They lead 7-0, even though they put it on the wrong team up there on the scoreboard. But Argyle does lead 7-0. We'll quickly talk about the Colleyville Heritage offense. Bodie Weaver is the quarterback, and he is a good one. Senior, 6'3", 197 pounds. 55% completion percentage. He's thrown for 813 yards, 12 touchdowns, only 2 picks. He's rushed for 348 yards as well, a 9.7 average for the quarterback. Also 4 touchdowns rushing for Bodie Weaver. Jared Wiley is the starting running back. Their tight end is number 88, Blake Windler. Receivers, Connor Supankase, Lucas Sunwell, Trevi Prishy, and Landon Dressel. And offensive line, Hayes Patterson is the center. Chandler Sampson and Gavin Cornwell are the guards. Wes Dalio-Kubik and Muhammad Ramadan are the tackles for the Colleyville Heritage Panthers as Argyle leads 7-0. And Argyle offensive line, Andy talked about them imposing their will, and I tell you, it's going to hurt Colleyville tonight again. We didn't know till right before the game that Isaiah Omar, their big 6'1", 285-pound sophomore, who starts at offensive tackle and defensive end, he's out tonight, and that's a huge blow to Colleyville.
It is a huge blow, and Argyle just took advantage of that on a key third down conversion. Broke a nice run, and then, of course, the quarterback sneak from McGuire.
Carter Stebbins kickoff is going to go into the end zone, lands right in the middle of the P in Panthers in the south end zone, and that will bring that one out to the 25 with the touchback, and Argyle and Colleyville Heritage will have it 1st and 10 from there. How about a drive summary? It's the ace, Andy Smith.
God, missed that. It just feels good hearing it. Hope it feels good telling you about this drive summary. Argyle took the opening kickoff and drove all the way down the field, 84-yard drive in 7 plays. They picked up a 49-yard pass completion to DeLeon, Micah DeLeon, and then it was running the ball the rest of the way, and McGuire Gasperson gets his first touchdown on the ground on a sneak. Extra point's good. 9:34 to go in the first. Argyle leads 7-0, and thanks to JLBB and Luke Bomar for that drive summary.
Here's a pass right over the middle, and he's hit hard just as he makes the catch, but it is quick hitter, a 14-yard gain on first down. Bodie Weaver. His pass complete to Trevi Presh.
You know, it's interesting that they really are pass heavy. 60-40 pass run. That's sort of flipped the script for a lot of teams, and you can tell why. Bodie Weaver has got an arm.
1st and 10 from their own 39-yard line for the Panthers. Windler, the tight end, goes in motion. It's a handoff to Wiley, running to the right. Nathaniel Bruce comes up from the safety spot to make the tackle after a 5-yard pickup to the 44-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down and 5 for the Panthers.
Argyle's outside linebacker, Max Bland, is great at setting the edge. That time he got hooked by a good block from some interior lineman.
2nd down and 5. Weaver, like most teams, in the shotgun at all times. 2 receivers to either side, ball in the right half. Play action. Weaver flushed out of the pocket, rolls to his right, finds a man wide open at the 49. He's out of bounds immediately. It's incomplete. He was out of bounds before he caught the ball. He went down to his knees, and it looked like maybe his feet. We'll check down with Clark real quick on the sideline. Clark, was his foot out of bounds before he caught it?
Absolutely. He put his right knee down to get to the level of the ball, but in doing so, his toe was out of bounds by a good foot.
Bodie Weaver is one of the best at throwing on the run, but he had to run because Argyle over here on this side, Braden Offner and Liam Ladd shut down the option this way, so he had to go the other way.
3rd down and 5 from their own 44 for the Panthers, moving from right to left in quarter number 1. Play action. Weaver looking. He's throwing out to his left. He's got a man wide open at midfield. He's tripped up there. Going to fall forward to the 48-yard line. It's Offner making the stop on Connor Supankase. 8-yard pickup and a 1st down for the Panthers in Argyle territory.
Well, just taking advantage of Offner just playing back. Really good throw from the middle of the field all the way to the edge. Got the first down.
Hand off to Jared Wiley. He's going to try to bounce it outside. Stiff arms a man, but he's not going to have anywhere to go. Right back to the line of scrimmage is all. Malik Bracey comes over from his cornerback spot to make the stop. Giving chase there and forcing him outside was Callum Owen. And it'll be 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, Callum Owen just had great penetration and forced that running back to bounce it out. And Malik, he really likes to tackle. At 6'1", 190, he's a cover corner that likes to tackle a lot.
2 receivers to either side. Play action to Wiley. Weaver's got some time. Now he's flushed out and he's rolling to his left. He's got some room. Now he's going to throw on the run. And once again, that receiver comes back and he's open. Plenty of room in front of Braden Offner. An 11-yard pickup and another first down for the Heritage Panthers.
Well, Bodie Weaver is as advertised. He's real good on the run and just keeps his eyes downfield. And what a nice little touch. Threw it across his body. Receiver knew right where to be. Argyle's got to do a little bit better job of keeping Bodie Weaver in the pocket, putting some pressure up the middle on him.
3rd first down of this drive for the Panthers. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Wendler lined up as an H-back behind his right tackle. Play action. Weaver just going to keep it himself this time, and he is going to be dragged down. Brody Bomar makes a stop. He's able to get to the 34, though, so about a 3-yard gain that time for Bodie Weaver to leave 2nd down and 7. And Tyson O'Neill for Argyle gets up hobbling a little bit. It looks like someone will come in and take his place. Give him the breather and let him go see if he can figure out what's going on there.
Yeah, Brody Bomar came in on a blitz, a run blitz, and ran past Weaver, turned around, and then caught him.
Play 8 of the drive for the Panthers. 2 receivers left to the right, 1 left. Ball on the left hash. Wiley's got it. He's going to bounce it outside. He's got some running room this time. He is able to bounce it outside to the 30-yard line. Malik Bracey comes up and makes the stop once again. That is a 4-yard pickup this time to the 30-yard line, but leave 3rd down and 3 for Colleyville Heritage.
I couldn't read Sager Zamzow's number because somebody had a hold of the jersey. They were pulling it backwards.
Oh.
Is that? That's okay, right? I mean,
if
they don't call it, it's not a penalty.
If they don't call it.
Argyle gets a stop here, though. You'd think that it'd be 4-down territory for Colleyville, trailing 7-0 already.
3rd down and 3 from the Panthers. 2 receivers left to the near side, which is the wide side of the field. 1 receiver to the right. Ball on the right hash. Weaver just straight ahead. Now he's going to try to bounce it outside. Breaks 1 tackle, and then he's hit hard. Malik Bracey, another tackle. And you know what? I think Malik likes to make tackles.
I just like taking the ball out of the air. I mean, I played safety at first because, I mean, I like hitting people. Like, when people look at corners, they just, like, look at, like, long, rangy people just, like, don't like hitting but, like, taking the ball. But I like doing both. That's my attribute. I really like hitting people, and I really like taking the ball out there.
4th down and 3. And so far, I think if I've got Malik already for 3 tackles.
Yeah, and a TFL right there and full house look.
4th down and 3. 2 fullbacks. And now they're going to do an end around. And there's not going to be anywhere to go. Another tackle for loss. Brody Bomar back there to make the stop back at the, we'll mark him down at the 31-yard line. Loss of a couple of yards on that one. A turnover on downs. It's Argyle football.
I think Argyle was ready for almost anything, but I half expected Bodie Weaver just to keep it in that full house backfield and see if he could get that. He's the leading rusher, averages almost 10 yards a carry. Instead, they tried to do a zoom sweep, and Brody Bomar with a play of the first quarter.
I'm not offensive coordinator Jeremy Snyder, but I'm throwing a short pass there in my opinion. But
seems like
1st and 10, here's a handoff. New running back in there for Argyle, and he is off to the races. Down the sideline, 35, 30. Finally going to be drugged down inside the 25-yard line. Logan Rexroth into the game, a 47-yard run for the junior running back for Argyle. And a first down at the 22. There's where they will spot the football.
Well, he didn't get hit until he was 40 yards downfield. Great block by Braxton Firestone at the right tackle.
3 receivers go left, 2 to the right. Empty set backfield. They're going to throw it to Rexroth, who was out, split out wide to the left. And he's going to get inside the 10-yard line. That's another first down inside the Chick-fil-A Argyle red zone. A 15-yard gain. It's 1st and goal from the 8-yard line for the Eagles.
If you noticed, Argyle's going sideline to sideline just to wear out the Colleyville defense.
Gain of 47, then a gain of 14. It's 1st and goal from the 8. for Argyle. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Play action, quick pass out to the right side. It's Watson Bell who's got it. He's going to get inside the 5. Will Hummert lights him up there, but to the 3-yard line, a 5-yard pickup on that pass out to Watson Bell, and it's 2nd down and goal.
See what I'm saying? That play wide to the right, last play wide to the left. Just wear out that defense sideline to sideline.
2nd goal from the 3. This time handoff straight up the middle. It's Logan Rexroth. He's pushing his way toward the goal line. He's going to be inside the 1, just a little bit short. And it's going to be 3rd down and goal from just inside the 1. Nice blocking up front by Keegan Lawson. He drove his man all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the coaches think he may be the most improved offensive lineman this year. He is really coming on. 6'3", 305 pounds.
3rd and goal inside the 1. Max Bland's checked in as the 2nd tight end. It's going to be Rexroth getting the call again to the right side, and easy touchdown from 1 yard out. Logan Rexroth. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
Wow, we just talked about Keegan Lawson, but also Cole Jackman, right guard. He drives his defensive lineman into the H in the Panthers. And that's good if you're an offensive
Maybe we can
lineman.
get somebody in each letter of the end zone before the game.
Let's do that. Boy, that was like a hot knife through butter.
Carter Stebbins to attempt the PAT. Good snap. Good hold. PAT is good. 4:07 to play, quarter number 1. It's already Argyle 14, Colleyville Heritage nothing on Argyle Eagles Booster Club Broadcasting.
This broadcast is proudly sponsored by Polymerol Flexible Packaging. We believe in giving back to the place we call home, and that means supporting the incredible student athletes of Argyle ISD. Your hard work, dedication, and team spirit inspires every day, both on the field and in the classroom. We're proud to stand behind you, your coaches, and the families who make Argyle athletics so special. From all of us at Polymerol, go Eagles!
JB Warranties, one of 8 5000's fastest growing companies, is a proud supporter of the Argyle Eagles. Headquartered in Argyle, Texas, JB Warranties is proud to serve the HVAC and plumbing industry with our wholesale protection plan offerings throughout the U.S. and Canada. The winning game plan for every season starts with warranty plan offerings backed and serviced through the nation's leader, JB Warranties. For more info, visit jbwarranties.com. Go Eagles!
Tonight's first quarter made possible by the generous support of Dave and Cassie Salisbury at the Real Estate Station, United Exploration, Dr. Rexroth at Argyle Family Chiropractic, Point Bank, thanks to Core Culture Studio, DTX Family Law, the wonderful Emily Holt at Argyle Party and Gift, Rich McDowell with Patriot Home Mortgage, thanks to Dr. David Dyer at Argyle Orthodontics, thanks to our good friends at Go Vision, Sonic of Argyle, thanks to Alpha Women's Wellness, and our sponsor for the coin toss and Argyle ISD Eagle Update, Lori Jacobson, and the Legacy Group. This kickoff will go out of bounds. So not a great kickoff there for Carter Stebbins. But first, let's get us a drive summary from the ace.
All right. Well, we want to thank the Design House for this drive summary. Argyle on their 2nd possession. They go 69 yards. That's a nice drive right there, and go 1:28. And talk about explosives tonight. Argyle had a 49-yard pass to Micah DeLeon on the first possession. That time they had a 40-yard run by Logan Rexroth. I call those a couple of explosives. And Logan Rexroth, for his efforts, got to get the touchdown from 1 yard out. Extra points good. It's 14-0. 4:07 to go left in the first.
From the 30-yard line, 3 receivers right, 1 left. Weaver looks to the right and then just keeps it himself. Breaks the tackle at the 40. Yeah, that's what he's going to do, too. Oh, he fumbles the football, though, and Argyle's got it. He was at the 40. Oh, they're going to say he was down at the 46.
Well, the head linesman said it, but the side judge on this side and the back judge over there kept it live, but it was debatable. But called run all the way. Had 2 guards out in front of him, and you can see why he's the leading rusher.
They're not going to show the replay, of course, on the scoreboard. 24-yard pickup that time into Argyle territory to the 46-yard line. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Ball on the left hash. Weaver looking to throw this time. Now steps up in the pocket. He's got a man coming across the middle. That's Presci. He fumbles it out of bounds.
Yeah, I think they said he caught it, and then he fumbled it.
Yeah. They're saying he fumbled it. Yeah.
No, I think they're saying he caught it down here.
They say he caught it,
he
and he fumbled it out of bounds. So Couple of breaks there for Colleyville Heritage because that could have easily been called an incomplete pass.
Cody Weaver had an eagle wrapped around him and made that throw, but I think that's what Argyle needs to do is keep Bodie Weaver in the pocket, get the pressure up the middle. He delivered a good pass, which he'll do.
Trevi Presh on the catch again there. 2nd down and 3. Weaver looking to throw. Looking out to his back, out of the backfield, and then throws one. Man, found a tight hole, and that ball was complete to the 30-yard line. Lucas Sunwall makes the catch right at the 30 for a Colleyville Heritage first down.
Yeah, he threw it right between a diving Nathaniel Bruce and Braden Offner, and looks like he just split it, and not by a lot. Great catch, too. I mean, I thought it skipped, but then again, I look through life as through the Argyle-colored glasses.
1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Tight end goes in motion. Play action to the right. They're going to throw it back to him. Nobody covered him out of the backfield. That's going to be an easy walk-in touchdown. That's Gabriel Best, the backup running back who was in there. There's a flag in the backfield.
Yeah, man, that had all 11 Eagles going to the right, and they snuck a guy out on the other side, a little throwback pass. And that was easy.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be on Argyle roughing the passer. That's exactly what it is. And so that touchdown will count. And Landon Dressel will come on to attempt the PAT. There was a linebacker that did not keep their assignment on that play, obviously.
Yeah, just being aggressive, trying to pursue to the right where everything was going, except for number 11, who you named him. He doesn't go by number 11. He goes by Gabriel Bess, the running back, the junior. Snuck out across the field like a throwback pass.
I'm not sure what the discussion
is here. I guess there wasn't anybody
here.
Within a hash mark of him.
The officials are over here talking to Coach Edwards.
Probably, do you want it here on the extra point, or do you want to take it on the kickoff, the roughing the passer?
I thought they had already asked him that, though, and then they're talking to him again. We'll see.
Maybe they wanted to make sure. Are you sure?
Yeah, it's going to be assessed on the kickoff, it looks like.
So that'll set Colleyville up to kick off close to Argyle territory at the 50. That is about as close as you can get.
Now we're ready for the PAT. Landon Dressel to kick. Will Hummer is the holder. Deep snapper is Hayes Patterson. And the extra point is good. 2:55 to play first quarter. It's now Argyle 14, Colleyville Heritage 7. Back with more Eagles football after this from our friends at Park Place.
Park Place is proud to support Argyle High School and all you Eagles fans out there. You deserve to feel like a winner, whether you're cheering on your favorite team or shopping for your new favorite car. And at Park Place Lexus Grapevine and Land Rover DFW, you'll enjoy a fully customized luxury dealership experience that'll make you feel like the MVP. So head over to your nearest Park Place dealership or visit parkplace.com and see what makes them the experts in excellence.
Dan McDowell here for The Barrel in Bartonville.
And I'm Jake Kemp for Mexican Oak in Denton.
The Barrel is a ranch-to-table restaurant specializing in local offerings.
At Mexican Oak, we bring the soul of Mexico to the heart of Denton.
I invite you to visit The Barrel for happy hour.
Or swing by Mexican Oak for dinner. Proud sponsors of the Argyle Eagles.
Hey, if you usually just listen to us on these road games and you want to tune in and watch, we're on. Thanks to our friends at Tradio that have us on tonight. Hey, we're trying an onside kick. It's Colleyville Heritage since they had the 15-yard penalty, and it's going to be picked up by Julian Caldwell at the 29-yard line. That's where Argyle will have it 1st and 10. Again, Tradio.com. That's TR3DIO.com. So if you're listening and you want to watch, go to Tradio.com, and we should be live on the air. Thanks to David for running the video for us. So, Andy Ace Smith, how about a drive summary?
All right. Thanks, Tradio, by the way. So this drive summary brought to you by Argyle United Methodist Church. And very efficient possession for Colleyville Heritage. They ran 4 plays. 3 of those were first down. The other one was a touchdown. They go 70 yards in 4 plays. Took just a little over a minute and closed it to a 1-score game, 14-7 Argyle.
Argyle, 2 receivers left, 1 right. Quick throw out to the left to DeLeon. He's got it. He's got a first down. He's off to the roll. Shoestring tackle. Thought he was off to the races right at the 50-yard line. Will Hummert makes a stop, a 23-yard gain on first down. He is in Colleyville Heritage territory. They mark it down at the 48-yard line. Ball now on the left hash. Argyle to the line quickly. Empty set. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. Another quick pass. This time it's out to Caldwell. Trying to juke a man there. He's going to get run out of bounds by Hayden West. They'll mark him out at the 45. So only a 3-yard gain on that play. It'll be second down and 7.
Hayden West, one of those safeties, 5'10", 190-pound senior. He's got a commitment to UTSA, and he's a player, and he just shed block, try to say that fast, and made that play.
Gasperson already over 100 yards throwing here in the first quarter. And here is an end around for Argyle. Reverse. It's going to be Micah DeLeon. He's got tons of room, getting some good blocking out front from Braden Bach, who was downfield. He's all the way down to the 18-yard line inside the Chick-fil-A Argyle red zone. 17-yard run that time.
Yeah,
for Micah DeLeon, and the Eagles are on the move.
Brian Gasperson, who coached Argyle's 7-on-7 team this summer, said DeLeon is a player. He said he was maybe the MVP on that 7-on-7 team that went to state.
2 receivers left, 1 right. I believe that is Obadiah Goebel, yes, to the left of Gasperson in the backfield. And it's going to be play action to Goebel. Going to throw up top. A little miscommunication there as Ake O'Neal was running into the middle of the field, and the pass was thrown to the corner of the end zone.
So slightly outside and out.
Just a bit outside. And so had completed 4 passes in a row before that one. So second down and 10 from the 18.
Yeah, really, that's maybe the only play that hasn't been exceptionally positive for Argyle.
2 receivers left, 1 right. It's going to be Goebel getting the handoff this time. Cuts it back to the inside and trying to get away from a guy who looked like he just wanted to grab the football from him. It was the 5-yard gain to the 13-yard line. That was Camden Blackson, junior linebacker, on the stop. It's third down and 5 from the 13.
Obadiah get 5 yards, and I think a lot of that they just couldn't see him until they got 5 yards down the field. You're behind an offensive line that averages like 6'3", 300 pounds. And Obadiah at 5'8", kind of easy to get lost.
Ake O'Neal checks back in, his 6'4" frame. He's to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Watson Bell comes in motion from left to right. Now Gasperson wanting to throw. He's going to go deep. He's looking for Watson Bell, and that is almost intercepted. It's incomplete. Pass was behind his intended receiver. It looked like Hayden West had a chance to make the pick.
Looked like Hayden West just ran all over him, but then again, what am I going to say? So Argyle came into tonight's game 33% on third down, and that was their first unsuccessful third down conversion of the night.
Carter Stebbins to attempt a 30-yard field goal from the right hash. Out of the hold of Walker Bruce. Good snap from Moeller. And the 30-yard field goal is good. 1:28 to play in the first quarter. It's now Argyle 17, Colleyville Heritage 7. Back with more Argyle Eagle football after this from Elite Roofing.
In North Texas, we're no strangers to severe weather and hailstorms come springtime. We're also no stranger to the strangers that come knocking on our door shortly after. Don't be a victim twice. Elite Roofing and Home Restoration is a local, accredited company and will provide you with free evaluation along with a fully documented inspection report. Do you know the condition of your roof? Call 972-245-2000. That's 972-245-2000. May God bless you, and go Eagles.
Buying or selling a home is likely your greatest investment. Lori Jacobson and the Legacy Group believe in making the process easy and simple for your family. Whether you're moving into your forever home in Argyle, need help remodeling or staging, or are a first-time buyer, Lori's dedicated to making sure all of her clients walk away from the transaction satisfied. She has a saying that you walk in as a client, but you leave as a friend. So it's no secret why she's been named Best Real Estate Agent by D Magazine yet again. Lori Jacobson encourages all the Argyle Eagles to leave a legacy both on and off the field. Go Eagles.
Hey, Andy, I want you to take a look down here about this 19-yard line. That's the two guys that are out tonight. See how big those boys are? That's,
I wondered why the field was leaning to the left.
DeMarshe Logan, supposed to be the starting defensive tackle, and Isaiah Omar, starting defensive end and offensive tackle, both out for Colleyville Heritage. Kickoff taken at the 1-yard line, and lots of running room on this left side. Uh-oh, he's down the sideline, 40, 45, midfield. Coming right at us, he steps out of bounds. Chase Gibson returning that one all the way to the Argyle 38-yard line. And so great starting field position for Colleyville Heritage. So we're going to get us this drive summary, but man, Andy, Argyle keeps putting points on the scoreboard, but also giving Colleyville great field position.
Yeah, absolutely. What a great return. That you could just see that hole opening up as it was right in front of us. So this drive summary brought to you by Orthopedic Associates of Northlake and Flower Mound on Argyle's third possession. Got all the way down close, but couldn't convert on a third down. Their first third down conversion that was unsuccessful tonight. And instead, Carter Stebbins comes on and kicks his first field goal of the year from 30 yards out to get points on the board, 17-7, Argyle.
Two receivers right, one left. Tight end goes in motion from left to right. Weaver, play action. Now he's going to throw it to that back out of the backfield, and he is going to get hammered in the backfield. Chase Bagley comes from his linebacker spot and makes the stop back at the 44-yard line. That is a loss of 6 for the Panthers. It'll be second down and 16.
Yeah, great inside-out pursuit by Chase Bagley from his outside linebacker spot at 6'1", 205 pounds, a former running back. He knows what it's like to tackle guys in space in a TFL for 0.
Ball on the left hash, two receivers to either side for the Panthers. Play action, Weaver looking to run, now going to roll out to his right, and there's a flag down. He's just going to throw it out of bounds into the Argyle sidelines. Check the flag.
Reno Herman came through the middle, and again, that pressure up the middle on a quarterback is what they hate the most, and Rudy Weaver didn't really have a clear path to the outside. He created one, and then I think he just didn't see anything downfield and just threw it out of bounds, or maybe he saw the flag out of the corner of his eye.
Holding against Colleyville Heritage, so it's either going to be keep it there, be third down and 16, or back them up and be second down and 26. And Coach Rogers decides to back them up and make it second down and 26. As Kelly Martinez is your referee tonight. Chuck Flint is your umpire. Headline judge is David Fields. Side judge is Mike Powell. Line judge is Ty Fair. Field judge Jason Pierce. And the back judge is Dominic Anaya. So thanks to those guys out of the Fort Worth chapter for officiating tonight's ball game here between Argyle and Colleyville Heritage. As the clock is, you're trying to stop it there, the head linesman I thought was. Second down at 26 from their own 44. Weaver looking to throw. Now he's just going to run. Taking off to his right. Now he's still looking to throw. He's behind the line of scrimmage. He can, and Max Bland will run him out of bounds at the 40, right at the line of scrimmage.
Let's give him a sack. What do you say?
Okay.
He lost to 6
I'll call
inches.
it a sack.
Max Bland, you're not getting away from him. I told him the other day when I was at practice, at 6'2", 235 pounds, he is a beast, and that is your first quarter.
That is the end of quarter number 1 here at Mustang-Panther Stadium. Our score after 1, Argyle 17, Colleyville Heritage 7. Back with quarter number 2 after this from Cycle Center of Denton.
Cycle Center of Denton and BMW Motorcycles of Denton proudly support Argyle Athletics. Cycle Center is your local family-owned.
Remodeling to service and maintenance? J. Caldwell Custom Pools is your custom pool builder and outdoor living design expert, serving you with 2 locations, Hudson Oaks and Fort Worth, because life is too short for ordinary backyards. Dive in and find out more at jcaldwellcustompools.com.
Do you know what makes a biscuit a Bo biscuit? There it is. Small batch biscuits, just minutes from the oven, with crunchy hand-breaded chicken. Now you know. The Carolina legend is here. If you know, you Bo.
Third down and 25 as we return to action here for Colleyville Heritage. Now going from left to right in this second quarter. And they're going to throw deep, and that is enough to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that's going to be about it. He needed 25, and he gets, oh gosh, I can't do math, 11.
Yeah, but he threw that ball.
It's going to be fourth down, but they're going to try to go for it here from the 36, Andy.
He threw that ball from the near hash all the way to the far sideline. He's got a great arm, Bodie Weaver.
Actually, 17-yard gain.
A realistic shot at a fourth down conversion here.
Yeah, 4th down and 8 for the Panthers. If this was still maybe a tie game, we might try to punt this and pin Argyle deep, but already down 17-7. They're going to try to get this first down. 4th down and 8 from the left hash. Weaver, straight drop. Rolling out to his left a little bit. Hit as he throws, and that's what caused the ball to go incomplete. As Max Bland was the closest man to it. It was intended for Landon Dressel. It's incomplete. Turnover on downs, Argyle football.
Really nice pressure up front by Rhett McDowell as well from his defensive line spot. Kind of short hopped it as he couldn't fully complete his throw because Rhett McDowell was right in his face. Another 4th down stop. Argyle 2 for 2 on stops on 4th down.
1st and 10 now, Argyle from their own 36-yard line. 2 receivers left, 1 right, ball on the right hash. It's going to be a handoff. Argyle coming left this time is Logan Rexroth. He's got a nice hole, and he bounces it outside. He's to the numbers, 40, 35, 30 down the sidelines, and he runs out of bounds there. He was getting chased down there by Gibson. A 37-yard gain before Chase Gibson chases him out of bounds to the 27-yard line. Now runs at 47 and 37 for Logan Rexroth. Argyle line of scrimmage quickly. It's going to be Rexroth again, running right this time. Cuts it back to the middle of the field, inside the 25 to the 22-yard line. Joseph Nisbet makes the stop there after a 5-yard pickup, 2nd down and 5.
Chance and Bowen on the preceding play where we broke it. Great block on Joseph Nisbet, who is among the best blitzing linebackers we've seen.
2nd down 5. 2 receivers right, 1 left. It's going to be handoff once again. And bowling his way forward. Getting some nice blocking up front. Inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. Some nice blocking up front that time by Memphis Elsey, who's checked in. That was Logan Rexroth once again. He only picks up 3, but wasn't a whole lot there. It's 3rd down and about 1.5 yards.
Memphis Elsey, 6'8", 335, 6'9" rather, 335-pound sophomore. That's
sophomore,
a large sophomore.
By the way, sophomore. That means he's still growing.
Size 21 shoe. Yeah, size 21 shoe. It's crazy. Imagine he can start driving in a couple of years or a year.
Dad played basketball at the great Baylor University. 2 tight ends in for Argyle this time. It's going to be a handoff again. This time it's Nathaniel Bruce breaking a tackle at the 5 into the end zone for the Argyle touchdown. 19-yard touchdown run for Nathaniel Bruce. All aboard. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
Unless I was just wishing it to be true. I thought he had a spin move.
There was
at the
a slight
5.
spin move. Yes, there was.
A slight spin move? Still a spin move.
That's right.
I told Nathaniel, I love the spin move. He said, good, I'll do it for you. I said, don't do it for me. Just do it naturally. And he did. And look at that.
Carter Stebbins to attempt the PAT. It is good. 10-19 to play now, second quarter. Argyle's lead has expanded 24-7 over Colleyville Heritage. Back with more Argyle Eagle football after this.
When Argyle Eagles hit the field, every play counts. And when injuries happen, Orthopedic Associates is here to keep you in the game. Orthopedic Associates has 2 convenient locations and offers same-day appointments, in-house imaging, physical therapy, and on-site surgery. With expert orthopedic and sports medicine care since 1976, Orthopedic Associates is proud to support the Argyle Eagles on and off the field. Schedule at orthopedicassociates.org or call 972-420-1776.
407 Barbecue is the proud title supporter of the Argyle Eagles. Named the very best barbecue in all of DFW, 407 Barbecue offers an array of award-winning smoked meats, including mouth-watering brisket and their brand new Smash Burger. Get the original Smash Burger, or for something a little spicier, try the El Diablo Blanco, and see why it was recently voted as the second best burger in DFW. Family owned and operated by your neighbors right here in Argyle. I-35W exit 407, or see the menu and catering options online at 407bbq.com.
24-7. Argyle leading Colleyville Heritage. Here's a short kickoff, end over end. Fair catch will be made at the 27-yard line. And Colleyville Heritage will have it 1st and 10 from their own 27. Another drive summary from the ace. It's Andy Smith.
CTX Pool and Patio brings you this drive summary. Do you like running the ball?
I love running the ball.
Do you like to be run the ball?
Baby.
Run the ball, guys. Let's run the ball. Well, Argyle ran the ball. 64 yards on that play, all on the ground. It was 19 yards. Those last yards on the ground by Nathaniel Bruce. Argyle with 4 possessions, 4 scores, and now lead 24-7.
2 receivers to either side for the Panthers. Bodie Weaver, play action, looking to throw. He does throw. Got a man open right down the middle. That is complete. Braden Offner will make the stop at the 28-yard line. 44-yard pitch and catch. Biggest play of the game so far for Colleyville Heritage. Handoff. Jared Wiley straight ahead. And Chase Bagley makes the stop. He's going to have maybe a yard to the 28-yard line.
You got to run it every now and then just to the play action won't work if you never run it. And that play action pass on the preceding play, Offner just got caught looking into the backfield, and his receiver ran straight by him right down the numbers, and Offner did a good job to catch up to it and make sure it wasn't a touchdown.
2nd down and 9, ball at the 28. Bodie Weaver grabs a towel and throws it back behind him. Straight drop. Pass out to Wiley out of the backfield to the 30. Ooh, makes a man miss there at the 25, and now he's going to be slung out of bounds by Brody Bomar at the 23-yard line, his 3rd tackle of the night. Chase Bagley had a shot at him in the backfield, but a nice move by Jared Wiley, the running back.
I'd like to see Argyle get a little bit more team pursuit on that sideline, because if Bomar doesn't make that tackle, it's probably a touchdown. Bagley, that was a tough one to make in space, going full speed across the formation.
3rd down and 5 here for the Panthers. They're 1 of 3 on third down so far.
You got to figure they consider this 4-down territory.
Play clock down to 5. Wendler goes in motion from right to left. Weaver now to throw. He's looking. Now he's going to take off himself. He's trying to get away, and he does not. He's brought down at the 25-yard line. That's Brody Bomar with the sack back at the 25. And we'll see if it's 4-down territory. It is now 4th down and 7 for the Panthers.
Boy, Brody Bomar, what a great open field tackle. Didn't so much worry about getting the big hit. Just came from the inside out. And Weaver tried to get away, but Bomar denied.
4th down and 7. They are going to go for it. 2 receivers to either side. Tight end comes out. Another slot receiver comes in. Ball on the right hash. Wiley goes in motion out of the backfield. Pass is complete to the 17-yard line. That's their 18 is where they'll mark him out. That's just enough for a 1st down. They needed 7. They got 7.2. And it is a 1st down for the Panthers.
Yeah, just almost impossible to defend where that ball was thrown and caught right on the edge there. They aren't even looking Malik Bracey's way, though. Everything is going the opposite of Malik.
You know, I try to do some looking throughout the week to see, but is Bodie Weaver getting any looks from any colleges or anything? Because
he should be.
Exactly. Listed at 6'3", 197 pounds. Here's a pass to the right side. That ball is caught into the end zone for the touchdown. That is his 5th touchdown catch of the season over Braden Offner this time. And a Colleyville Heritage touchdown.
Well, Braden Offner had pretty good coverage, but that ball was up high. Kind of a back shoulder, almost a half back shoulder, if you will. It was a great pass. I think you and I are members of the Bodie Weaver fan club. He's a player.
Lucas Sunwall, also a player, and he's only a sophomore as well for the Panthers. Extra point by Landon Dressel is good. 7:57 to play before the half. Argyle's lead cut to 10. Eagles 24, Colleyville Heritage 14. Back after this from Argyle United Methodist Church.
Hey Eagles fans, this is Reverend Jen Stevens, pastor at Argyle United Methodist Church. I'd love to invite you and your family to worship with us this Sunday. We have 2 great opportunities for worship, our traditional service at 8:45 a.m. and our modern service at 11 a.m. In between, at 10 a.m., we offer small groups for all ages. If you join us after hearing this message, let one of our greeters know. We have a special gift waiting just for you. God bless and go Eagles.
At the Sunny Darden Group, we are more than just your local real estate advisors. We are your hometown connection within the world of real estate. We live, work, and raise our families right here in Argyle ISD. With kids in the district and a deep love for this community, we're committed to supporting our teachers, neighbors, and everyone who calls this place home. Whether you're buying or selling, we're here to guide you every step of the way. The Sunny Darden Group with Compass Real Estate, rooted in Argyle and always placing people first.
Julian Caldwell and Nathaniel Bruce stand back at their own 5-yard line. Line drive kickoff off the foot of Landon Dressel. It hits between the P and the A, and Panthers in the south end zone for the touchback. Argyle will have it at their own 25-yard line. How about a drive, Summer? It's the ace, Andy Smith.
Wow, seems like we're doing a lot of these tonight. And Colleyville takes it 72 yards. Just took 6 plays. Almost all of that through the air. In fact, 73 through the air, and they lost a yard rushing. Brody Weaver with the 18-yard touchdown pass to cap off that drive. And that drive summary brought to you by Cycle Center of Denton. And we are 7:57 to go, and Argyle 24-14 advantage.
2 receivers left, 1 right. Argyle from the right hash from their own 25. McGuire Gasperson, straight drop. He's got a man wide open at the 40. That's Braden Bach, the tight end. He's going to have a first down and more all the way up to midfield. Hayden West makes a stop. They'll put him actually in Colleyville Heritage territory at the 49-yard line, a 26-yard gain on first down.
Pretty good block by Tyler Anderson. Pretty good job of throwing his guy to the ground and not getting called for it.
Handoff. Running to the left, bouncing it outside. Stiff arms a man. It's Nathaniel Bruce. Runs up the back of his receiver, Micah DeLeon, and is finally pushed out of bounds on the near side here at the 24-yard line. 25-yard gain before Camden Blackson can run him out of bounds. 26 yards on play 1, 25 yards on play 2. Back-to-back first downs. It's 1st and 10 from the 24 of Colleyville Heritage.
Back-to-back explosives.
Two receivers right, 1 left. Hand off to Bruce again. He's got plenty of room on the outside. Cuts it inside at the 15, all the way to the 10-yard line. Inside the Chick-fil-A Argyle red zone, the Eagles are on the move. Is it still 1st and 10? Yeah, it's going to be outside the 10-yard line, almost the 11, so it's 1st and 10. And Coach Edwards wants a timeout, settle down his defense. So this gives us an opportunity to do our second quarter sponsors. Hey, Ace, who are the wonderful people bringing us quarter number 2?
Well, I was hoping I'd get a chance to show these folks some love. And if any of you guys listening or watching tonight see these companies, tell them thanks for supporting the Argyle Eagles. That'd be JB Warranties, Charming and Maine, the Trophy Club Animal Hospital. Thanks also to Kim Redding with Magnolia Realty, Drees Custom Homes, Brett Bowen, attorney at law, Empower Chiropractic. Also want to thank Base Physical Therapy and Wellness, the Legacy Partners Insurance. That's Legacy Partners Insurance. G2 Painting and Roofing, Rapid Med Urgent Care, and our title sponsor and also the sponsor of our upcoming halftime show, Brian McClarty with 407 Barbecue. All of those fine sponsors, they're in the family. So let's show our family some love and go support those sponsors for making this possible.
I could kind of go for some 407 Barbecue right about now.
I could go for a Spudzilla maybe.
I'll take
or
some
maybe
ribs.
some ribs, or even a pretzel sandwich. Pretzel. What's it called?
You can do both
pretzel
of those.
bun.
Right? Some 407 Barbecue.
407
Head down to Chick-fil-A.
Cap it off with the Chick-fil-A from 407 in Argyle.
1st and 10 from the 11-yard line for Argyle. Moving from right to left, trying to punch another one in. It's Nathaniel Bruce. He's got again right side. Getting good blocking up front that time by Chanson Bowen. Pickup of 3 to the 8-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
Well, what a collision. Nathaniel Bruce and Joseph Nesbitt. Advantage Bruce. He got the positive impact of that, but I think that timeout was called because Panthers were just getting gashed on the run. Argyle hadn't thrown in a long time.
Bruce again running left. He's got to cut it all the way back. Breaks a tackle at the 7. Gets inside the 5 after that spin move. Andy Smith loves him a spin move. Nothing available there, but he turned it into a 4-yard gain all the way down to the 4-yard line, only 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, great job by Bruce with a lot of patience before the spin move. to break back to the right, get back behind his blockers, and get positive yardage. That's a pretty big third down, I think.
4 straight runs after that pass to Braden Bach earlier this drive. It's a handoff to Nathaniel Bruce. He's got a first down. He's got a touchdown. Walks it into the end zone. 4-yard touchdown run from Nathaniel Bruce. All aboard. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
You had just mentioned Chanson Bowen on the preceding play, and that time Chanson Bowen just blew past the linebacker, and the only thing that slowed Nathaniel down was Chanson standing about 2 yards deep in the end zone.
Ready for the PAT. Good snap by Nick Moeller. Carter Stebbins, PAT is good. 6:16 to play before the half. The Eagles answer that touchdown from Colleyville Heritage. It's now Argyle 31, the Panthers 14. Back with more Argyle Eagle football in just a moment.
Life moves fast. The last thing you need to worry about, pests. At Miles Pest Services, protecting your home is easier than ever. In just a few clicks, you'll have professional pest control set up. No calls, no hassle. With over 35 years serving our community, Miles delivers long-term protection built on trust, integrity, and care. For busy homeowners like you, we make pest control simple so you can get back to what matters most. Miles Pest Services. Fast, easy, trusted.
Howdy friends, let's go Eagles! Marty B's, Cactus Canyon, and Brandon Bowles, all proud sponsors of Argyle football. Friends, if you're wanting to pregame, after game, mid-game, consider one of our amazing options for you. Let's have an incredible football season. Let's go Eagles!
Short end-over-end kickoff here by Carter Stebbins. That's going to be fielded. Breaking one tackle, but then gets drugged down at the 30-yard line. And there to make the stop for Argyle is Max Pomeroy and also TJ Borland on the stop as Connor Supankhazy couldn't get anything. He's going to be brought down at the 32-yard line. That's where we'll have it 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Here's the drive summary. It's the ace, Andy Smith.
Thank you, Kenny. Study Darden Group brings you this drive summary. You into some stats. Let me share some with you. Argyle has yet to have a third down over 5 yards, everything 5 or less, and which is why they are so successful tonight, 5 of 6. Argyle's rushed for 221 yards tonight against a defense that had only been giving up 63 a game.
Jared Wiley's got a hole up the middle. He's going to get out close to the 40-yard line.
And because of that, Nathaniel Bruce gets the second touchdown of the night, 4 yards, after Argyle went 75 yards on that last drive to be 5 for 5 tonight on scoring drives.
Wiley a little slow to get up after that play. Sager Zamzo on the stop after an 8-yard pickup at the 40-yard line.
That's one of the first times we've seen positive yardage up the middle by somebody other than Bodie Weaver, but I'm not sure if I had a Bodie Weaver, I'd just say we're just going to throw it. So he's pretty dialed in.
2 receivers left, 1 right. It's going to be new. Bess is the new running back in there. He's going to have a first down. Zamzo comes up again to make the stop, but giving forward progress to the 45-yard line. That is a 5-yard gain. 4th tackle of the night for Sager Zamzo, but another first down for Colleyville Heritage.
Bryson Morrow in at nose tackle for Argyle, defensive end rather, for Argyle, getting some action here in the first half.
Snap back to Weaver. Under some pressure from Callum Owen. He's going to throw it. It's incomplete. Credit 97. Callum Owen.
Yeah.
Just not a smart play that time by Callum, as he wasn't even close to Bodie Weaver. Bodie lets go of the football, throws it way out of bounds. Callum still chased him down and hit him, and we're going to get a roughing the passer.
Yeah, just too aggressive. Gotta know the situation, and 31-14 lead feels comfortable, but we've seen how quickly Colleyville can score, and Argyle didn't want to make it any easier than they should. Colleyville will get the ball to begin the second half, so if they could somehow burn off 5 minutes, which I don't think anybody's keeping the ball for 5 minutes tonight, but let's say they do, they could get a little 2-for-1 action here, get right back in this ball game. Got to be smart.
So all the way to the Argyle 40-yard line, where it is now 1st and 10. Weaver throws it to his slot receiver. That's Dressel. Yes, the kicker is a slot receiver. He's going to get up to the 35-yard line. That's a 5-yard pickup. Cade Mobley on the stop for Argyle. Be a 2nd down and 5.
Pretty good open field tackle from Cade Mobley, fighting through an injury to get back on the field. One of the safeties for Argyle tonight.
2nd and 5 from the Argyle 35. Windler, the tight end, comes in motion from left to right. Play action. Now Weaver going to roll to his right. Still rolling, being chased. Got a man wide open, and he throws it behind him. A lot of pressure there from Brody Bomar, and it was right in the face of Bodie Weaver, and that's what caused him to kind of throw it behind his tight end, who was wide open. Be 3rd down and 5.
Chase Bagley close behind, but that was maybe the first miss of the night from Bodie Weaver. He had a receiver open, just threw it behind him, but again, Bomar, that will make your heart rate go up a lot if you can see him coming down on you, and Bodie Weaver just had to get rid of it quickly. This is big right here, a 3rd down. I do think it's 4-down territory, but Colleyville just 1 for 3 on 4th down.
3 receivers go right, 1 left, ball on the left hash. Weaver going to throw it to his back out of the backfield. At the 40, it's one-on-one with Max Bland, who hammers him. A 2-yard pickup is all to the 33-yard line, and it will be 4th down. 4th down and 3 here for the Panthers.
That was a huge hit. I believe that, Clark, was that right in your neighborhood? That was right in your wheelhouse, wasn't it?
Yeah, that rattled my molars just a little bit, and it was a great hit.
Maximus Bland, the water polo phenom.
Water polo phenom.
And all right, let's go. Big
4th down and 3.
Right,
tight end checks out, so now we've got 4 wide receivers in the ball game.
Empty backfield.
Empty backfield on 4th and 3. Weaver, the quick pass, it's complete. That's Dressel. He was open in front of Nathaniel Bruce, who comes up to make the stop at the 26-yard line. 7-yard pickup there on 4th down, and a 1st down for the Panthers.
Great play design. 2 offensive linemen pulling left and running back behind him. It looked like Argyle's offense or defense was all going to the right, just threw it behind him.
Ball right in the middle of the field at the 26-yard line. Weaver, tons of time. Now he's going to take off running. He's got some running room over there. Stutter steps at the 25. Able to get to the 20-yard line for Chase Bagley can trip him up.
What a great tackle by Chase Bagley in open field on the best running back from the side for the Panthers. Bagley didn't get that catch. Weaver's probably inside the 10. But
right at the 20 now to be 2nd down and 4.
Little bend but don't break defense for Argyle right here. Some hands on the hips of the Argyle defenders. Usually means they might be a little tired.
And that's why Argyle's going to take a timeout. We'll take it as well. 3:36 to play in the first half. And our score is still Argyle 31, Colleyville Heritage 14. Back in just a moment on Argyle Eagles Booster Club Broadcasting.
Elevate your style with Charming in Maine. Shop our hand-picked selection of must-have denim, stylish tops, and more to create effortlessly stylish outfits. Discover new arrivals weekly and on-trend styles, all with exceptional quality and accurate sizing. Shop anytime online, then conveniently pick up your order at our Argyle warehouse. Visit charminginmaine.com today. Charming in Maine. Shop local. Look amazing.
Hi Eagles fans, this is Mickey Mickenheim, owner of CTX Pool and Patio. CTX Pool and Patio is a proud all-sports sponsor and happy to say we are your hometown pool builder. Give us a call or shoot us a text for anything you might need for a new pool, a renovation, resurfacing, outdoor living, you name it, CTX Pool and Patio can do it. All-sports sponsor and your hometown pool builder, CTX Pool and Patio. Go Eagles!
Second down and 4 for the Panthers. It's going to be a handoff. And up to about the 16-yard line. It's the guy listed as the 3rd-string running back. That is Colin Bennett, a senior. And he will have a 1st down at 16.
A little bit more running from the Panthers than we thought. Right after I said, why run it? Just throw it. Coach Edwards said, I'm the coach, Andy, not you.
3 receivers left, 1 right. Weaver wants to throw. He's going deep to the end zone on the left side, and that ball is incomplete, out of bounds. Braden Offner on the coverage over there. And it will be 2nd down and 10.
So Braden Offner over there is single covered, and on this near side we've got Mateus Lafayette. He's the other corner, a freshman. And Malik Bracey is taking a breather. So keep an eye on that.
2nd down and 10. It's going to be a handoff. This time it's Colin Bennett again, running straight ahead, pushing the pile.
There you go.
Now Argyle pushes him back. And that is Reno Herman, 44 on the stop for Argyle. Brody Bomar also on that stop. A 3-yard pickup to the 13-yard line.
Sure seems like Colleyville Heritage is, they even huddled up, believe it or not, trying to be a little bit more deliberate, play some defense with their offense here.
3 receivers left, 1 right. Weaver, straight drop on 3rd and 7. Now he's going to throw to the corner of the end zone. He's got a man there. It is complete. Inside the 5 to the 2-yard line. 11-yard gain. Nathaniel Bruce drives him out of bounds. It will be 1st and goal for the Panthers. In come the big boys for Colleyville Heritage.
Nathaniel got an arm in there. Just couldn't get the ball. Another really terrific throw from Bodie Weaver right on time.
Play 12 of the drive for the Panthers.
Argyle looks a little gassed on defense.
2 fullback look. Now the man comes in motion, and they will throw to a man wide open in the back of the end zone. That is the tight end, Blake Wendler. 2-yard touchdown pass from Bodie Weaver to Blake Wendler. And Argyle keeps scoring, but they just can't get away from these guys, Andy.
No, absolutely. That was an answer drive by Colleyville. See if they can get it back to a 10-point deficit, maybe get a stop. Nathaniel Bruce turned around and just threw his hands up and went, yep, they got me. Nathaniel Bruce was coming up to play run defense, and really good play call by Coach Edwards.
Landon Dressel to attempt the PAT. It is good. 2:33 to play before the half. It's now Argyle 31, Colleyville Heritage 21 on Argyle Eagles. Booster Club Broadcasting.
Your Papa John's is serving up something hot, fresh, and made just for you. From our mouth-watering pizzas and famous stuffed crust to sizzling hot wings, cheesy breadsticks, and more. Score big with North Lake Papa John's. Order during the game for delivery and dig in the moment you get home. And get 25% off with the code ARGYLE25. We're open late every Friday and Saturday, proudly located in North Lake Commons. Locally owned, operated, and honored to be a part of the Argyle community. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
The real estate station, owned by longtime Argyle residents Dave and Kathy Salisbury, has been around since 1986 and was the first real estate office to be established in Argyle. The real estate station provides full office support, in-house marketing, and an experienced sales team consisting of agents who live in and know the Argyle area. Whether you are buying, selling, or leasing, they are ready to serve you. Supporting Argyle ISD for over 15 years, they are proud to be a district-level Eagle partner again this year. And they were chosen to be Argyle ISD's real estate advisors. The real estate station, they are your hometown real estate experts.
Landon Dressel forces the football, boots it with his right foot, line drive kickoff, and will go over the head of Julian Caldwell into the end zone for the touchback. Argyle will have it at the 25-yard line. Another drive summary. It's the ace, Andy Smith.
Absolutely. Elite Roofing and Home Restoration brings you this drive summary. Colleyville Heritage, what a time-consuming drive, and a lot of it on the ground. It was 12 plays, by far the longest drive of the night, 68 yards. Good chunk of that was a 15-yard penalty on Argyle, but another good chunk of it was 26 yards rushing. They were balanced, 26 yards rushing, 27 through the air, and Colleyville Heritage answers with a touchdown, 2-yard touchdown, and closes the gap to 10. Argyle leads 31-21 with 2:33 remaining in the half.
It's going to be a handoff. Logan Rexroth running right this time for Argyle. Finds a little hole on that right side. That's blocking up front there by Keegan Lawson, kicking his guy out. It's a pickup of 4 on first down to the 29-yard line for Logan.
Well, you get the feeling, Kenny, that you got to hold serve, right? You got to score here.
Got to. Which defense stiffens up first? Might be who ends up winning this football game. 2nd down and 7. They only gave him 3 to the 28-yard line. Memphis Elsey still in there at left tackle for Argyle. Gasperson going to throw deep, looking for Julian Caldwell. Man on man, and no flag there. Clark, that's right in front. I'm going down to Clark for that one. Looked like he was tackled. Clark, what'd you see?
That's what I saw, but the field judge thought differently. The defender never turned around, just kind of ran right in and put both hands on Julian's chest. And
that's Chase Gibson who was on the coverage, and with 1:55 to play before the half, we are at our 2-minute timeout here at Mustang-Panther Stadium. First thing we want to do once again is thank our friends at Tradio for getting us on live video tonight. So that's Tradio, TR3DIO.com, Tradio.com if you're just listening in on our usual place, our usual link that you found and you want to watch, well then go to Tradio.com, and we hope to have you watching instead of just listening.
Thanks for watching, listening. I have a new idea for a defense for Argyle.
What's that?
If that's not going to get called, Argyle just tackles every receiver while the ball's in the air, because apparently that's not a penalty, because that now, okay, well, whatever, they didn't call it, so we don't get the benefit of it, and it backs us up on a third down. Argyle hasn't had a lot of third downs tonight because they've been so successful on the first two. Argyle tonight 5 of 6 on third down. As we mentioned a little bit ago, every third down that they've had has been 5 yards or less. Not this one, though. They got to go 7, and you get the feeling that they're all big, but this is particularly big, Kenny, as Argyle needs to answer the Colleyville touchdown here.
3rd down and 7. 3 receivers come left, 1 right. Now Braden Bach goes in motion from left to right all the way across the formation. Gasperson to throw, and he does throw, and it is incomplete. Ball was well underthrown, intended for Ake O'Neal over there on the right side. Just not a good ball from McGuire Gasperson, and that will bring out the punt team for the first time tonight for Argyle.
Yeah, McGuire had good protection. Nesbitt was coming on a blitz off the outside, delayed blitz, but Argyle did a really nice job of picking it up, and he just, I don't know if they were on different pages, he and the receiver, or what, but
Nathaniel Bruce back in punt formation for Argyle. Ooh, low snap, hits the ground, but Nathaniel gets it away with his left foot. A booming punt by Nathaniel Bruce. Goes over everybody's head. Takes a great roll. It's down inside the 10-yard line, and Argyle will stop it right there at the 8-yard line. 64-yard punt with no return. We've got a flag back at the 24-yard line. We'll see what that is.
Boy, 64-yard? Yeah, that he did a great job just to field the short hop punt.
Yep.
Illegal shift, yeah, against Argyle.
So Argyle 4th down. I'm sure they'll want him to re-kick after that 64-yard punt. Hey, you want the perfect photo from last night's game?
Okay,
or
yes,
any night's game.
Okay.
The Talon News has you covered every game, every shot. Find your photos now at photos.thetalonnews.com. That's photos.thetalonnews.com. From the first play to the final whistle, we've got you covered. Proceeds fund the equipment and technology used at the Talon, the student media organization at Argyle High School. So appreciate what all they do.
Thank you, Talon. Hey, this sort of feels like a pretty big moment in this game where momentum is certainly shifting over to Colleyville's side. It's the first punt of the night. First time Argyle's been stopped.
Good snap this time. Another decent punt this time. Not quite as booming. Going to hit at about the 41 and take an Argyle roll and roll out of bounds at the 39-yard line. So instead of a 64-yard punt, it's a 38-yard punt.
Gave up 31 yards of field position.
Gave up 31 yards with 1:29 to play before the half. Hey, speaking of the half, it's the 407 Barbecue Halftime Show. Player spotlight with senior cornerback Malik Bracey. That's a good one. You'll want to stick around for that. The out-of-town scoreboard with Stephen Bartolotta. Argyle ISD Eagle update with Rick Herron. Stats and sounds all from the first half coming up on the 407 Barbecue halftime at about 1:29. 2 receivers to either side for the Panthers. Ball on the right hash. Bodie Weaver looking to his right. He throws to his right. Oh, my gosh, what a great catch. That ball was down low. Lucas Sunwall grabs it, holds on to it, and it's a gain of about 5 on first down to the 44-yard line. Quickly, the line of scrimmage is Weaver rolling to his left. He's throwing to his left, and that one is out of bounds. Nice catch over there. Tried to toe tap, did Connor Sufankese, but he could not stay in bounds. It'll be 3rd down and about 6.
Good pressure applied that time by Reno Herman and also Brody Bomar coming from the middle linebacker spot. 1:06 remaining in the half, and Colleyville Heritage gets the ball to begin the second half.
3rd down and 6. Weaver, quick pass is complete. Argyle territory at the 46-yard line. Running him out of bounds there is Matias Lafayette, the freshman. Gain of 10 and a first down for the Panthers. Clock stopped now with 1:01 to play before the half.
2 timeouts for the Panthers. Plenty of time for them to work the field, and they can close that gap in a hurry.
Pass out is complete to the left side, this time over in front of the Argyle sideline. Clock will run. Only a 3-yard gain. Walker Bruce on the stop for Argyle. Be 2nd down and 7. Weaver, straight drop again. Looking right, now rolling right. Still rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw. He's got a man open at the 30-yard line.
Oh, what a great throw. You don't normally see quarterbacks throwing back across their body, but Bodie Weaver trusts his arm, and maybe sometimes too much, but that was a great play. And
he's brought down right there at the 30-yard line. A 13-yard gain is making the stop there was Sager Zamzo. And Colleyville Heritage, with 33 seconds left before the half, calls a timeout. So 33 seconds, and Andy is stuck in the headset as Andy goes and does PA for the Argyle band at the half, so he's going to run down the press box a little ways. And we'll check in on the sideline with Clark and see what the Chippewa lineman's seeing.
You know, I have a feeling that the Colleyville offensive coordinator is trying to suck our defenders up to play press coverage with all these back routes, all these out routes and things like that. But I have a feeling that if we were to make that adjustment, they would just go up and over the top. So we're just going to try and control the bleeding a little bit on our outside coverage, maybe half the distance off the line of scrimmage, and see if we can't get lucky and get a jump on one of these.
1st and 10 for the Panthers from the Argyle 30-yard line. Eagles lead 31-21. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Malik Bracey still not in the game for Argyle. Weaver, straight drop under a lot of pressure. Now he's going to throw to his back out of the backfield at the 25. Tried to make a spin move and get away. He did not. Barely getting back to the line of scrimmage. Looked like Nathaniel Bruce on the stop. Clock running with 17 seconds. Weaver going to throw across the middle. That's complete to the 21. That is Wendler, the tight end. 9-yard gain, and since they didn't get the first down, the clock does not stop, and so now a timeout is called by, I'm assuming, Colleyville Heritage. Yes, Colleyville Heritage calls their final timeout with 6 seconds left before the half. So I'm wondering, God, what do you do here if you're Colleyville Heritage? I would think you would maybe kick. You got 6 seconds. I don't know if you got time to do anything else. I hear Clark down there. He's got something. Clark, what do you got?
Well, with 6 seconds left, you really don't have enough time. You do have the timeout.
Right.
But take your shot here. If you're comfortable with your kicker making this kick from the left hash, take your shot now. Try to do one of those back shoulder fades that they've already scored on twice, or at least used more than once in the red zone. I don't see them coming across the middle here. I see them trying to attack the outside.
Landon Dressel's longest is 38 yards, and that's about where it is right now. It would be a 38-yard field goal right now. Third down and a yard from the 21-yard line. I'm not sure what we're waiting on here unless we've got some sort of okay. I guess we're going to reset the play clock, maybe. Goes back to 25, does the play clock. Maybe they're looking to reset the game clock as well. Yeah, 9 seconds is what they have on the game clock now. 21-yard line. See what Colleyville Heritage wants to do here with 9 seconds. Wendler goes in motion from left to right. Ball on the left hash. Weaver, straight drop. He's looking across the middle. He's got a man across the middle at the 2-yard line, down to the 1. The clock will start. It's at 3 seconds. It will start as soon as the official has the ball set, and he's going to try to spike the football, and he does with 1 second left. No, it goes to 0. And there is a flag down. The officials are getting together and huddling around at the 11-yard line to talk about it. 19-yard pitch and catch on that play across the middle. And they rushed up to spike the football, and they got the ball spiked. They may not have been set because Colleyville Heritage is walking off the field. We'll wait and officially get it, I guess. But legal formation is the call. So that will do it. It's halftime here at Mustang-Panther Stadium. Argyle leading 31-21. We'll get us a quick visit with Argyle head coach Todd Rogers. We'll see if we can get him here in just a second. I see Clark over there looking for Coach Rogers. He needs to wear that orange. Then I would know exactly where he was. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. Way we'd be able to find him. Here we go. Down to Clark McNulty with Argyle head coach Todd Rogers.
All right, Coach. High-scoring first half, 353 total yards offense. Is that part of the plan, or what are you looking for in the second half?
The plan is to win. Okay. So
do you have a dream of having a pool and a backyard oasis? Well, it's time to talk to the professionals at J. Caldwell Custom Pools. From new construction to remodeling to service and maintenance, J. Caldwell Custom Pools is your custom pool builder and outdoor living design expert, serving you with 2 locations, Hudson Oaks and Fort Worth, because life is too short for ordinary backyards. Dive in and find out more at jcaldwellcustompools.com.
Do you know what makes a biscuit a Bo biscuit? There it is. Small batch biscuits, just minutes from the oven, with crunchy hand-breaded chicken. Now you know. The Carolina legend is here. If you know, you Bo.
Compass Church is for you. Join us each week to experience great music, a message that applies to your everyday life, as well as programming for your kids and students to engage on their level. Learn more at compass.church.
Do you know Carolina flavor? That's it. It's Southern, but with a little oomph in it. Now you know. The Carolina legend is here. If you know, you Bo.
American Power. Texas Drive. Classic Chevrolet. #1 in the world. Limited time. A special selection of new Chevys. More than anyone. All priced below market value. Plus, pre-owned values are up again. We're paying top dollar for trades. You could upgrade to a lower payment. Get started now at ClassicChevrolet.com.
Siscom, and Annie Overzine. Tonight's performance brought to you by Maestro sponsors Magnolia Realty, Papa John's Pizza, and Ensemble sponsors the UBK Design, Archton Construction, and Simplified Pools, and the Solo sponsors Sky Family Dental, Journeys Therapy Center, Dr. Story of Journeys Therapy Center, Aaron Key, Realtor with Southern Collective Realty, Cactus Canyon, Fort West, Susan and Randall Dentistry, Scientific.
This week's Players Spotlight. And this week we are seated with senior cornerback Malik Gracie. Hey Malik, how are you?
Good, how are you doing?
Good. How's school?
Good.
Got an easy schedule?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Taking my second semester of English right now to be able to graduate early to go play football.
There you go. Okay. So you're out here in December and then enrolling. Do you know where yet?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Where are you committed?
Oklahoma State.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
How was the recruiting process?
It was good. Like, it's kind of chaotic at first, but it's all good now.
Good.
Yes,
Did you enjoy the attention or did you not like it?
I mean, I enjoyed it, but I mean, it was kind of a lot at the same time because I'm not used to that much attention.
So I was not recruited to play football. I mean, most people listening weren't. So are you getting like 100 emails a day, 100 texts, calls? Like, what is it like?
I actually do get like 100 texts a day, and I do get a significant amount of calls. Sometimes I have to just keep my phone on Do Not Disturb, but it is a lot of calls and a lot of text messages.
Pretty overwhelming?
Yes, sir.
Is that kind of why you want to commit, just to kind of get it over with?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, why Oklahoma State?
Because when I went down there, I mean, it felt like home. It felt safe. Like, I felt like I was in a safe environment. I mean, good coaching staff. I mean, they're not very successful this year, but that's besides the point, you know. But I just felt like home.
Yeah.
Felt safe.
Well, there's something to being a part of the turnaround, too.
Yes, sir.
You know? What's Gundy like?
He's a good coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think people just like, I mean, he has 1 or 2 bad seasons, and people trying to fire him, but I mean, he's a good coach.
No, he's always seemed fun to me. You know, the mullet or whatever. You know. Well, congratulations. I mean, that's a huge accomplishment. When you get up there, do you know what you want to study?
I want to do financial and real estate, and then like after college, I want to be a firefighter. So that'd be dope.
Yeah. Okay. Did that kind of been your dream for a while to be a firefighter?
Yes, sir. Be a firefighter. Just work out, help people. That's always been my thing.
Sure.
So.
You want to do the like paramedic side too?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Man, you're gonna see a lot of wild stuff.
Yeah.
It's not just cats and trees. You know?
Yes, sir.
It's a wild life. But congrats. Best of luck in your endeavors. But wanted to get into football a little bit. Why cornerback?
I just like taking the ball out of the air. I mean, I played safety at first because I mean, I like hitting people. Like when people look at corners, they just like look at like long, rangy people. Just like don't like hitting, but like taking the ball. But I like doing both. That's my attribute. I really like hitting people, and I really like taking the ball out the air. So that's what I like to do.
Yeah, you're the rare corner that likes to tackle.
Yeah, I love tackle.
So I wanted to ask you about the mental side of cornerback because, you know, outside of quarterback and maybe kicker, I feel like it's the most challenging position because you have to play with confidence. You have to trust your instincts. You know, there's a lot of the mental side of the game. So, you know, walk me through like what areas mentally, you know, do you try to focus on?
I mean, mentally, like there's gonna be a play or two like you're gonna mess up on, maybe get beat deep, get beat for a touchdown, but you gotta mentally prepare for that and just think like if I mess up once, I just can't do it again. So that's how I just tell myself, just try not to get beat deep, try not to get beat on a touchdown. That's what I tell myself every time.
And also, you know, you got to pick up on the wide receiver tendencies, and then, you know, there's the game within the game. If you can get in their head a little bit, you know, I just feel like you're playing chess out there on the outside. And oftentimes you're by yourself on an island. So, you know, it's both physically and mentally challenging, I feel like. So is that, you know, do you enjoy that aspect of it?
I enjoy it a lot because, I mean, when it's just me and the receiver and I'm on an island, I got full faith in myself. I mean, my coaches definitely have full faith in me. If they just put me out there with the single receiver, I mean, they have to have faith in me.
Yeah.
But I have faith in myself too.
Can you tell teams are not throwing to your side of the field?
Yeah, teams like the game plan against me a lot. I mean, it's been like that since last year after Colleyville Heritage. But I mean, I kind of enjoy it because like I'm just sitting over there doing nothing. But I don't go to sleep. Like I still be ready to bust my tail to every play. So which is nice. But
I know that can frustrate you, but it is just the ultimate sign of respect.
Yes, sir.
You know, so you try to stay involved and hit. That's probably
yeah. So I just get better at tackling.
Yeah.
Just go make tackles.
Well, this is Malik Bracey on with us in the 407 Barbecue Halftime Show. Walk me through your pregame routine. What are you listening to? What do you like to do to try to get yourself ready?
I like to listen to R&B. I mean, I just like to chill and relax and just, close my eyes and just think about the good things. And like football's not gonna always last forever, but in my mind, I just want to play every down like it's my last. So that's what I just tell myself.
Yeah.
Before every game, like you never know when it's gonna be your last. So I just play like to the fullest.
You know what's funny is a lot of fans think that you guys are listening to just like the craziest rock or rap, trying to get amped. But in talking to you, a lot of guys, most of you just want to calm down a little bit. Is it because the week is stressful and it's leading it? I guess you want to just keep yourself calm, right?
Yes, I just like to just be chill. I'm a just chill guy. But I do like rock. I mean, I didn't at first, but ever since I've been in Argyle, I do like rock. I do like it a lot.
Yeah, they've shown you the good stuff.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Because the game brings enough emotion. I mean, if you can't get up for the game, music is not going to do it. You got to do it on your own. As soon as kid goes, I'm sure emotions come. Do you have a nickname?
A lot of people call me Leak.
Okay.
Yeah, but my mom called me Fat Boy. So.
Well, you don't look the part.
Yeah, I used to be a little big baby. So.
Big baby.
Yeah, but a lot of people call me Leak. It's short for Malik. So.
Okay. We probably won't call you Fat Boy on the broadcast. We'll let your mom have that.
Yes, sir.
Are you a fan of the morning practice?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I don't really mind it. Just go out there and do my thing.
Get up and get it out of the way?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you a coffee guy or?
No, I don't really drink coffee. I don't really drink energy drinks.
Okay.
I'm just like a Nutri-Grain bar type person.
There you go.
And a protein shake gets me going. So, yeah.
Well, just wait till you get to Firehouse.
Yeah.
They'll get you drinking coffee when you're responding to calls at 2 o'clock in the morning. All right, just a couple more questions for you. What do you do off the field?
What I do off the field, I like to watch TikTok, but I also like to fish. Like, fish is my thing.
Really?
I feel like it brings me peace. So that's what I like to do.
Calms you down.
Yes, sir.
Just reflect. You're not, I don't know. I enjoy the activities that get me off my phone and just allow me to be in my own brain space and just,
yes, sir.
Just chill. Well, what's your bit? Like, are you the fisherman on the team?
No, actually, I say probably Logan Retro. He's probably the fisherman on the team.
Okay.
He goes fishing a lot.
Really?
Yes, sir.
You ever go with him?
Yeah, I went with him a couple times.
Are y'all like in the boat or on the bank or where are you going?
We go on the dock.
Okay.
But that's about it.
And just hang out?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I hear you're the 2K player.
I am the 2K player.
Okay.
I mean, most people probably would agree I'm not because they like to cheat, but I actually play the game.
How do you cheat?
Because you can get a PC and do mods and glitch your player out, but I'm a real player.
Okay.
And I'm actually the best on the team.
There is something to that because when I played, I would always, let me run these sets and get my guy open, but they'll just, get Steph Curry and hit ridiculous threes. Like there is a way to play the game, and I appreciate it. It feels like you play the game the right way.
Yeah.
What about NCAA? Is that still kind of hot?
Yeah, that's my game too.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm the second best player. I'm giving it to Case and Capper, but
all right. Who's your Oklahoma State? Is that your team?
Nah, the team I go is Ohio State.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah. Jeremiah Smith, 6'4", 230, runs a 4.3. I mean, can't go wrong with that. So.
How would you cover him?
Just put hands on. That's what I try to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just get physical.
Yeah.
All right. Final thing for you. What is your favorite Coach Rogers saying?
Coach Rogers, he says a lot of things. I think all of them are funny, but I try to kind of just tune it out because everything he says. Because he majored in. He was an English major, so he says a lot of big literature words. So I don't really understand most of the things he's saying sometimes. So
You get the point of what he's saying.
Yes, sir.
And then you just...
They all make sense. I'll say.
Sure. But there's just a lot of window dressing on it.
Yes, sir.
All right, you need me to do this, I'll do it.
Yes, sir.
And simplify it like that. Awesome. Well, I greatly appreciate your time. I'm a big fan of yours.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You shut down half the field, which is a huge thing for the Argyle defense. Best of luck the rest of the year. Congrats on your recruitment. And, happy for you, excited for you, and best of luck the rest of the year.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
As Malik Bracey, starting senior cornerback, on with us in their Player Spotlight segment. Thanks to Malik for his time. Back here at Mustang-Panther Stadium, it's Argyle 31, Colleyville Heritage 21 at the break. Still inside the 407 Barbecue halftime show. Let's keep it rolling. Let's send it over to Argyle Communications Director Rick Herron with this week's Argyle ISD Eagle Update.
Hi, this is Rick Herron, Chief Communications Officer for Argyle ISD, here with this week's Eagle Update. We want to thank all our students, staff, and community for coming together in a time of need for one of our former Eagles, Caleb Halverson. The 2017 Argyle High School graduate and Fort Worth firefighter was seriously injured while battling a fire earlier this month. His family is also dealing with the hardship of their newborn son currently in a Fort Worth NICU. This week, we held Hats for Halverson on all of our campuses to support the Argyle High School grad. Students and staff provided cash donations for the Halversons and wore hats to school in support. It was a tremendous outpouring of support from all our fellow Eagle family to support this Eagle family in need. We send all our best wishes for Caleb's recovery and the health of their young son, Hudson. Okay, here's your chance to get involved and share your suggestions in the naming of our new Argyle ISD schools. The district will soon be opening a new elementary, middle school, and high school. This is a great chance to offer your suggestions, and we're excited to have our community participate in this important process for the future of Argyle ISD. So how do you submit your ideas? Great question. So visit argyleisd.com, and under the news section of the website, you'll find all the details you need. The deadline to submit your suggestions is November 7th at 4 p.m. Now, naming recommendations for the new schools will then be presented to the Board of Trustees in November. Here's a quick reminder about a wonderful program we offer in our schools. It's called Watchdogs. Now that stands for Dads of Great Students. It's a nationally recognized group that invites dads, grandfathers, uncles, and other father figures to be positive role models on our campuses. Volunteers commit to one full school day each year. And on that day, they'll be visible all across our campus with their Watchdog t-shirt, and they'll get to take part in activities like morning drop-off, reading with students, helping in classrooms, and supporting our school safety. So get involved today if you're interested in our Watchdogs program. You can visit the campus website for more information or contact your school counselor to learn how you can make a difference. An exciting new feature dropped this week from Argyle ISD, and you need to go check it out. The podcast called Capital to the Classroom was launched this week, and it's really a great listen, and you can find it on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Now, this new Argyle ISD podcast features South Elementary teacher Maddie Fairchild, West Elementary principal Katie Hayden, and Argyle High School teacher Stephen Orlowski. They are passionate about public education and are relentless advocates at the state level. You can find their new social media platforms and all the links to the podcast on the Argyle ISD official Facebook page. All right, Eagle families, get ready for the fall break that's coming soon. All Argyle ISD students will be out of school Monday through Friday, October 13th through October 17th. So get ready, Eagles, for a full break and enjoy your time off. The Argyle ISD staff will be off Monday through Wednesday that week and return for Thursday and Friday for professional development days. Well, that's it for this week's Eagle Update. Be sure to follow the district's social media to check out all the latest news, photos, and videos. And until next week, go Eagles!
Thank you, Rick. That is this week's Argyle ISD Eagle Update, brought to you by Communications Director Rick Herron and presented by Lori Jacobson and the Legacy Group. This is the 407 Barbecue halftime show. About 10 minutes remaining in the half as Argyle leading Colleyville Heritage at the break, 31-21. Still coming up. Got to take a look at some of the scores around the Metroplex as we toss it back to the studio. And Poppy on duty tonight, and then we'll catch you up on some of the first half stats and sounds. All coming up next in the 407 Barbecue halftime show. Again, Argyle leading at the break, 31-21. This is Eagle Football, brought to you by the Argyle Eagles Booster Club.
407 Barbecue is the proud title supporter of the Argyle Eagles. Named the very best barbecue in all of DFW, 407 Barbecue offers an array of award-winning smoked meats, including mouth-watering brisket and their brand new Smash Burger. Get the original Smash Burger, or for something a little spicier, try the El Diablo Blanco, and see why it was recently voted as the second best burger in DFW. Family owned and operated by your neighbors right here in Argyle. I-35W exit 407, or see the menu and catering options online at 407bbq.com.
Hi Eagles fans, this is Mickey Mickenheim, owner of CTX Pool and Patio. CTX Pool and Patio is a proud all-sports sponsor and happy to say we are your hometown pool builder. Give us a call or shoot us a text for anything you might need for a new pool, a renovation, resurfacing, outdoor living, you name it, CTX Pool and Patio can do it. All sports sponsor and your hometown pool builder, CTX Pool and Patio. Go Eagles!
Hey Eagles fans, this is Reverend Jen Stevens, pastor at Argyle United Methodist Church. I'd love to invite you and your family to worship with us this Sunday. We have two great opportunities for worship, our traditional service at 8:45 a.m. and our modern service at 11 a.m. In between, at 10 a.m., we offer small groups for all ages. If you join us after hearing this message, let one of our greeters know. We have a special gift waiting just for you. God bless and go Eagles!
Dreaming of a landscape transformation? JLBB Co. is here to turn your vision into reality. With over 25 years of experience, we specialize in revamping outdoor spaces to enhance beauty, functionality, and value. Whether it's maintaining lush lawns or redesigning patios and walkways, our North Texas team delivers first-class service every time. JLBB Co., your partner in landscape perfection.
Welcome back to the 407 Barbecue Halftime Show. Argyle with a 10-point lead over Colleyville Heritage tonight, 31-21. I'm Stephen Bartolotta, and let's tell you about some scores from around the area. There were a lot of games last night, so we'll begin there. Arlington Seguin, they're 5-0 on the year. They roll past the Colony 68-30. They run for over 300 yards, and they're 3-0 in district play. Grapevine and Mansfield Summit, this was not much of a game either. Summit rolls to a 58-14 victory. They're 3-1 on the year, 2-0 in district play. Quarterback Ian Gebhardt, he has a big night. He runs for 83 yards and a score, and he throws for 102 yards and 2 touchdowns as well. Tonight, Timberview leads Everman 21-7. That game is approaching halftime. And Burleson, the Elks, have the bye week. Some other 5A games in Division II to tell you about involving top 10 teams. Number 9, Prosper Walnut Grove. They are having no trouble in Denison tonight. They lead at 42-0. That game is at the half, and they're well on their way to a 4-0 start to the year. This is the good one to tell you about tonight. Melissa and Anna. Anna ranked number 6 in the state in Class 5A Division II. They're 3-0. Melissa's 2-1 on the year, looking for a bounce-back year, and they're tied at 14 in this one. That game is in the second quarter. Last night, it was number 1 South Oak Cliff pitching a shutout against Adamson. They win 44-0. Adamson held to just 28 total yards of offense. Tonight in Class 5A Division 1, number 1 Aledo, they have a 28-0 lead over Fossil Ridge. Number 4 Denton Ryan, they're shutting out Granbury 31-0 as the number 4 team in the state looks to run their record to 4-0. Number 6 Highland Park is at Tyler, and this is a good battle, but the Scots lead 35-21. That game is in the second quarter. Last night, Lone Star, they took care of Heritage 54-7. Quarterback Trey Wright, a perfect evening, 9 for 9, 213 yards and 2 scores in the victory for a Lone Star. Class 6A last night, number 1 Carroll. This is maybe Riley Dodge's best team. They win easily against Timber Creek 55-13. Quarterback Angelo Renda, he throws for 241 yards and 4 TDs. It was 49-0 Dragons at the half. Tonight, number 2 Allen. They're also a team to keep an eye on, and they have a 45-0 lead over McKinney. That game is at the half. Number 8 Prosper, crushing Plano East 42-7. That game is also at the half. Another laugher, Duncanville, handling Skyline easily 34-3. That game is also at the half. Geyer, they've had some close ones this year. Not tonight, though, against Flower Mound. Geyer leads at 28-0. That game is at the half. Braswell with a 21-0 lead over Little Elm as they approach halftime. And number 9 Waxahachie against DeSoto. Waxahachie's undefeated on the year at 3-0. DeSoto's had some tough losses, but DeSoto with the lead right now, 22-7, and that game is in the second quarter. Well, those are all the scores we have for you here on the 407 Barbecue Halftime Show. We'll take a timeout. Argyle leading it 31-21 over Colleyville Heritage. Up next, we send it back to Blake Jones at the stadium.
At the Sunny Darden Group, we are more than just your local real estate advisors. We are your hometown connection within the world of real estate. We live, work, and raise our families right here in Argyle ISD, with kids in the district and a deep love for this community. We're committed to supporting our teachers, neighbors, and everyone who calls this place home. Whether you're buying or selling, we're here to guide you every step of the way. The Sunny Darden Group with Compass Real Estate, rooted in Argyle and always placing people first.
When Argyle Eagles hit the field, every play counts. And when injuries happen, Orthopedic Associates is here to keep you in the game. Orthopedic Associates has 2 convenient locations and offers same-day appointments, in-house imaging, physical therapy, and on-site surgery. With expert orthopedic and sports medicine care since 1976, Orthopedic Associates is proud to support the Argyle Eagles on and off the field. Schedule at orthopedicassociates.org or call 972-420-1776.
And he stays in bounds. 10-5, Argyle Eagle touchdown.
This is Eagle football.
Touchdown! Drew Estrada! What an unbelievable play by Drew Estrada!
And it continues in a moment.
In North Texas, we're no strangers to severe weather and hailstorms come springtime. We're also no stranger to the strangers that come knocking on our door shortly after. Don't be a victim twice. Elite Roofing and Home Restoration is a local, accredited company and will provide you with free evaluation along with a fully documented inspection report. Do you know the condition of your roof? Call 972-245-2000. That's 972-245-2000. May God bless you, and go Eagles.
Cycle Center of Denton and BMW Motorcycles of Denton proudly support Argyle Athletics. Cycle Center is your local family-owned and operated power sports store with the best selection of motorcycles, all-terrain vehicles, and side-by-side fun and work machines. Shop the largest parts and accessory showroom in North Texas and experience a factory-trained service department that will support you with the great service to keep your machine running at its best. Cycle Center wants to thank all the Argyle football fans, coaches, and faculty that make Argyle the best school in Texas. Come see why Cycle Center of Denton is called your power sports store with more.
Welcome back into the 407 Barbecue Halftime Show here at Mustang-Panther Stadium in Grapevine. High-scoring affair in the first half as Argyle leads at 31-21. As we'll take a look at some of the stats and sounds from the first half. Total yardage, Argyle with the advantage, 353 to 310 over the Panthers. Argyle 224 on the ground, 129 through the air. Colleyville Heritage a little more unbalanced as they just had 62 on the ground, 248 through the air for their star quarterback, Bodie Weaver. First downs, Colleyville Heritage with the lead at 17-12. Third down conversions are a little bit of a difference. Argyle 5 of 7 as they're needing an average need of 3 yards on third down. So a lot of third and manageables for the Argyle offense. For Colleyville Heritage, a 3rd and 8, so a little bit of longer distance to go. However, they are 2 of 3 on 4th down. Argyle 4 penalties for 45 yards. Colleyville Heritage just 1 for 10. Now look at some of the individual numbers. For Argyle in the first half, McGuire Gasperson 7 of 12 through the air, 129 yards, but did have a 1-yard plunge for the rushing attack. Running backs, look at this two-headed monster. Nathaniel Bruce, 8 carries for 95 yards and 2 touchdowns. Logan Rexroth, 7 for 98 and a touchdown. So 193 yards for the 2 starting running backs for Argyle. Michael DeLeon took a end around for 27 yards. That's your rushing attack on the ground. Through the air, Michael DeLeon, 2 catches for 72 yards. Julian Caldwell, 2 for 12. Braden Bach, 1 for 26. Logan Rexroth out of the backfield, 1 for 14. And Watson Bell had a catch for 5 yards as well. Looking at defensive numbers, Brody Bomar with 6 tackles, 2 for a loss, and a sack, so an active first half for number 33 on the Argyle defense. Sager Zamzo, 5 tackles, and kind of a spattering after that. Nathaniel Bruce with 4, Chase Bagley with 3, and Malik Bracey with 3 tackles as well. Get to some of the stats, some of the drives of the first half. Argyle took the opening kick and started at their own 26-yard line, and 7 plays later plunged in for the 1-yard touchdown. That was McGuire Gasperson on a quarterback sneak. Argyle leads early 7-0. Colleyville Heritage on their first drive turns it over after 10 plays and 44 yards. Go for it on 4th down and fail. Argyle responds with a touchdown drive that began with this Logan Rexroth run.
1st and 10. Here's a handoff. New running back in there for Argyle, and he is off to the races. Down the sideline, 35, 30. Finally going to be drugged down inside the 25-yard line. Logan Rexroth into the game, a 47-yard run for the junior running back for Argyle.
One of the longest plays of the first half for Argyle, as Argyle scored on all of their drives except their last touchdown, field goal, and then 2 more touchdowns for their 31 points. Heritage with a couple turnover on downs, but 3 touchdown drives before they got stopped at the 2-yard line before the half. And as I bring back in the broadcasters for tonight's game, Kenny Arthur and Andy Smith. Guys, Argyle offenses look good, much like they have all season. But if you're looking to win some of these games and grind it down district, defense is going to have to figure some things out. And I know it's a talented quarterback in Bodie Weaver, but Kenny Argyle, you got to use these district games to get some experience for that secondary. They got a good test tonight against Bodie Weaver.
Yeah, and we could sit here and we could talk about how some of the outside guys, are missing due to injury. Some of the starting corner Malik Bracey is out now. Not sure if he'll return. Landon Howell's out. But, Andy, it's also the guys even in the middle, the safeties and stuff, that are having a little trouble with coverage tonight.
Yeah, they're just not – you got to keep your coverage. You can't give up even if Weaver gets outside. Just keep that coverage.
Connor Supankasey gets the kickoff here to start the second half, and he is driven out of bounds by Gage Wilson for Argyle. Short kickoff there, and Colleyville Heritage will have it 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line here to begin the second half.
I think that is the key. Argyle defense has to stick with their receiver and just really not bail out on your receiver to play the run. You got to stay on your guy no matter what and trust your guys up front to get some pressure. I think the defensive line did great early, faded a little bit there towards the end of the second. Let's see if that defensive line can pick up the pressure up the middle again.
Landon Howell is out there at one of the cornerback spots. And on the near side, on the far side, the near side here, it is Braden Offner. On 1st down will be a handoff to Gabriel Best, number 11. And Brody Bomar will come up to make the tackle after about a 5-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd down and 5. Defensively for Argyle, the boys up front, Rhett McDowell. It is Callum Owen and also Reno Herman. Backers are Max Bland, Brody Bomar, and Chase Bagley. Here's play action. Bodie Weaver going to roll to his left. He's going to throw to his left. He's got a man. It goes right through his hands. I think he was more concerned about tiptoeing the sidelines than he was making the catch. That's Supankasey, who could not hang on to that one. Again, we mentioned the corners are Howell and Offner, and the safeties are Sager Zamzo, Nathaniel Bruce, and also back there's Cade Mobley defensively for Argyle. It'll be 3rd down and 5 for the Panthers, moving from left to right here in quarter number 3. Red jerseys, black pants, black helmets. Argyle white jerseys, black pants, black helmets. 3rd down and 5. 2 receivers to either side. Ball on the right hash. Weaver looking to his left, throws to his left, complete. Right at the 1st down marker. A few more yards before he's run out of bounds. Landon Howell runs him out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain to the 49-yard line and a 1st down for the Panthers.
Again, just ran to the down marker and go out, and the ball is there before he even makes it break. Almost impossible to defend unless you're in press coverage.
2 receivers again to either side. Ball on the left hash this time. Quick pass is complete. Out to the left side, breaking a tackle at midfield, and close to another 1st down. On the far side of the field is Supankasey, and again, it looks like at that time Cade Mobley and Reno Herman over there to drive him out of bounds. But another 1st down. They give him 10 at the 41 of Argyle.
Yeah, 2 missed tackles on the edge there. Otherwise, that was a no gain. So Argyle bending, hopefully not breaking.
From the 41, play action. Weaver rolling to his right. He's got room to run if he wants. Now he's going to throw because he's got a wide open receiver at the 29-yard line, and he just steps out of bounds. That is Landon Dressel in front of Sager Zamzo, a 12-yard pickup at the 29-yard line. And one thing, Andy, that good teams do, they run good routes, and that's a way to get open.
Yeah, they run the route, and the ball's in the air before they break, and then they catch it and step out of bounds, and it's almost impossible for Sager to cover from safety.
This time it's going to be handoff to Best straight ahead. And he's going to have about 4, maybe 5. Looks like Callum Owen gets up off the bottom of the pile. Max Bland also in on the tackle. It'll be a pickup of 3 is all to the 26 of Argyle. And we had a little injury earlier. It didn't look like much, but Jared Wiley, the starting running back, was holding his arm, and he hasn't been back in. Gabriel Bess in at running back for Colleyville Heritage. Play action to him, and a throw. Another man open. It is complete out there at the 22. Breaking a tackle is Dressel. Breaking another tackle at the 10, and then finally run out of bounds there. They'll mark him out at the 9-yard line, and it will be 1st and goal for the Colleyville Heritage Panthers. A 17-yard gain, and Andy, all of a sudden the Eagles having a little trouble tackling.
Well, you get a guy in space like that, it's a tough tackle to make, but you got to grab something, jersey, shoelace, something, till your help can come.
1st and goal from the 9. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Ball on the left hash. Best to the left of Bodie Weaver. He's going to throw to the end zone. He's got a man there. It's Trevi Presh. Goes up. It's incomplete. He's out of bounds. Good coverage that time by Nathaniel Bruce.
Boy, you want your 4-year starting safety to be in there at this moment right here and make a big play like that. Again, Argyle safeties have to go a long way to cover that, and really no pressure to speak of so far. Look for maybe a Bagley or maybe a Max blitz coming from the outside. Mix it up a little bit.
2 receivers right, 1 left. Wendler, the tight end, will go in motion from left to right. It's going to be play action to Best. They're going to try to throw a back shoulder. That ball is, wow, what a great catch. And a touchdown. That is Connor Sufankasey over Landon Howell. And Colleyville Heritage takes the second half kickoff and marches right down the field. Put 6 on the board.
Yeah, really well done play. It looks like Colleyville going for 2. The horn works. We know that.
Yeah, we know the horn works. That's for sure. I think someone's going down now maybe to turn it off or something.
Unplug it. Take the batteries out. Something. Here comes somebody down there.
Yeah, there's somebody running down there to try to get the horn turned off. Huh? There it goes. Maybe
all right.
Just ran out of air.
Oh, now they're lined up in traditional. Looked like they had the quarterback out there still, but what a drive for Colleyville.
Landon Dressel to attempt the PAT. Out of the hold of Will Hummert. Extra point is good. We've got us a ball game, friends. 9:51 to play in the 3rd quarter. It's now Argyle 31, Colleyville Heritage 28 on Argyle Eagles Booster Club Broadcasting. Argyle about to get the football. Here's offensive starters for Argyle. It's at this second half. McGuire Gasperson will come back in at quarterback, the 6'1", 196-pound senior. We've had an array of running backs. Logan Rexroth, Nathaniel Bruce. We've seen Obadiah Goebel, so we'll see who's at running back here to start the second half. Braden Bach, your tight end. Receivers, Ake O'Neill, Julian Caldwell, and Jake Murphy. You've seen a lot of Watson Bell in this game as well. And also Micah DeLeon has made an impact today at the receiver position. Centers, Chanson Bowen. Guards are Cole Jackman and Keegan Lawson. And the tackles are Braxton Firestone and Tyler Anderson, although Memphis Elsie's got a little bit of playing time. I'm not sure if Anderson might have tweaked something. We'll see who comes out at left tackle.
They've been rotating in kind of.
Oh, have they? Tyler?
Yeah,
it
hadn't been, both of them can play. They're both gigantic humans.
Julian Caldwell and Nathaniel Bruce stand back at about their own 10-yard line. They'll back up a little bit to the 5, awaiting the kickoff of Landon Dressel, number 14. Right-footed kicker. And, he's going to try the onside kick, and he is going to get it. He's going to get it himself. Argyle started backing up immediately, and just a little slow onside kick, and Argyle was still running backwards. I don't know if anybody even knew that ball was kicked that way. And we're going to see there seems to be some hesitation out there. I'm not sure what the hesitation is about. It went 10 yards. Now, the only hesitation I've got on that play, it's kind of like the tush push, right? They are going to call something. Yeah, they called a formation against Colleyville Heritage, so they're going to have to kick it again. And they may have called exactly what I'm talking about. That type of kick right there, Andy, the kicker's foot goes about a yard in front of the ball before he kicks it. And I guess if you look at any onside kicks, the kicker usually has his foot in front of the ball before, but that one you're way in front because he just drags his foot back behind him, but maybe one of the other players for Colleyville Heritage that were offsides as well. So they'll move it back to the 35 and see if they try that again.
Yeah, well, Colleyville had they were 1 of 2 on onside kicks. Tried to get one earlier in the game that Argyle had their hands team in, but you're right. You got to pay attention. You got to make sure that ball goes over your head before you turn around and run the other way.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Coach Edwards try it again.
Yeah. We're clearly trying to steal a possession, not feeling too sporty maybe about your defense, but also you can do it. Great.
He'll kick it short here, and it's going to be filled to the 38-yard line. That is Ake O'Neal. He'll get drugged down. He gets up to about the 45. They'll mark him down about the 44-yard line. Argyle will have a 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line. Great field position for Argyle to start the second half. And let's get us a drive summary. It's the ace.
All right, Luke Bomar with JLBB Company brings you this drive summary. Opening possession of the second half, and Colleyville puts together an impressive drive. They go 62 yards in 9 plays. 54 of that was through the air. And Colleyville, I don't think the ball hit the ground the whole possession. And they close it to 31-27 with 9:45 to go here in the third.
Logan Rexroad in there at running back. He's going to run on the left side behind big Keegan Lawson and Chanson Bowen. He's going to have 3 yards to the 47-yard line. Make it 2nd down and 7. Argyle quickly to the line of scrimmage. Ball on the left hash. Snap back to McGuire Gasperson. Play action this time. McGuire's going to pass. It is complete. On the right side, Ake O'Neal, his first catch of the game, right at the first down marker. 7-yard gain to the 46 of Colleyville Heritage, and Argyle first down.
One of the coaches at halftime said they still think offensively they've got some things that they can make work downfield.
Hand off to Logan Rexroad, running right this time. Oh, he's going to be tripped up in the backfield. That's one of the first times that there's been anybody in the backfield of Argyle. He does fall forward to the 45-yard line for a 1-yard gain. Credit Joseph Nisbet on the tackle for Colleyville Heritage.
He didn't blitz that time, so he stayed back and filled a hole nicely. He's a great linebacker, 6'1", 225-pound senior.
2nd down 9. McGuire wants to throw again. He does. It's Julian Caldwell coming back. He's got it. Makes a nice move at the 35. He's down the sidelines on the near side, inside the 20. And they will mark him out of bounds at the 17-yard line. 28-yard gain, and Argyle on the move inside the Chick-fil-A Argyle red zone.
Big play for Julian. Really heads up to spin towards the sideline away from his defender.
1st and 10 from the 17. It's a handoff to Logan Rexroad. Dragging a tackler for a couple of yards all the way down to the 10. We'll mark him down at the 9. A 9-yard pickup for the junior running back, number 21. 2nd down and a yard. That puts Logan over 100 yards for the game. He's at 110 now. Nathaniel Bruce is close.
And this against an offense or defense that had only been allowing 63 yards a game rushing. Now they're missing one of their key defensive linemen, but that's just one guy. Argyle's really making it work up front.
McGuire going to throw the fade to the left side, looking for Julian Caldwell, and a one-handed catch by Julian Caldwell in the back corner of the end zone for the Argyle touchdown. 9-yard touchdown pass, McGuire Gasperson to Julian Caldwell. All aboard. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
JC superstar Caldwell just makes it look easy, right? That play was really difficult. He just goes up with one hand and kind of nonchalantly brings it back down and gets his feet in, and that adds up to a touchdown.
Carter Stebbins for the PAT, and it splits the uprights. 8:08 to play third quarter. Argyle answers 38-28. Eagles lead the Panthers. Back after this from JLBB Co.
Dreaming of a landscape transformation? JLBB Co. is here to turn your vision into reality. With over 25 years of experience, we specialize in revamping outdoor spaces to enhance beauty, functionality, and value. Whether it's maintaining lush lawns or redesigning patios and walkways, our North Texas team delivers first-class service every time. JLBB Co., your partner in landscape perfection.
Hey, this is George Dunham, reminding you to check out the Eagles Nest podcast every Thursday to get you ready for Argyle football's next game, with segments like the Scouting Report on Argyle's next opponent, the Player Spotlight, the Weekly Flyover with Coach Rogers, highlights from last week's action, and the Argyle ISD Eagle Update. Blake Jones and his crew promise to inform and entertain you on everything Argyle Eagles. Check them out and subscribe on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts.
Another short kickoff here by Argyle. And it is Wendler, the tight end, who comes over and steals it from Connor Supankase, and I don't think that's what they want. 33-yard line is where they mark him down with the fair catch, and that's where they'll have it 1st and 10. How about the drive summary? Once again, it's the ace.
Wow, we're getting to a lot of these tonight. Miles Pest Services brings you this drive summary. The Argyle Eagles, after giving up a touchdown to the Panthers, well, they answer serve and drive right back down the field. They go 56 yards in 9 plays. Big chunk of that through Julian Caldwell over the air, and the last 9 was Julian Caldwell with a one-handed catch. And it's 38-28 Argyle with 8:04 to go in the third.
Bodie Weaver, straight drop. He's got running room out there on the left side. He runs out of running room, and he just throws it away into the Argyle sideline. Intended for Trevi Presci, and over there on the coverage was Sager Zamzo. In there for Argyle on that defensive front. Jonathan Holtman, the 6'3", 225-pound senior, one of the 3-down linemen in this Argyle 3-5-5 defense.
Yeah, Coach Koch said he has really come on in practice this week and earned a spot here in the rotation.
By the way, it's a 3-3-5, not 3-5-5. There's too many men on the field if you do a 3-5-5 defense. Bodie Weaver just going to keep it himself this time. He gets right back to the original line of scrimmage, and Chase Bagley comes up from his linebacker spot to make the stop.
They call that, where I'm from, a TFL, but they're not marking it back where they tackled him. But
they gave him
whatever.
A really nice, really generous spot.
That was, well, all right, whatever. Still technically a TFL for the 0 linebacker.
3rd down and 10.
This is reasonably big right here to get off the field. You'd think they'd punt in this situation if you hold them.
Panthers 5 of 9 on 3rd down. Weaver throws complete. Down low, perfect pass.
He doesn't have first down.
Just short. Another very generous spot. Holy smokes.
Well, I think he's still short.
He's still short by about a yard,
but he was
half yard, but it looked like he caught it back at about the 41. They give him the 42 and then some.
I was going to say the 40, it looked like. No, all right.
So 4th and a yard here for the Panthers. They're 2 of 3 on 4th down, and Coach Jerry Edwards wants a timeout for Colleyville Heritage to figure out. He may want to bring in the Bulls package like he's run a few times. So 6:40 to play here in the third quarter, and a timeout for the Panthers. They trail by 10. Argyle leads 38-28. Hey, Ace, I got a question for you.
What's that question?
I know a lot of fine people that help bring us our broadcasts. Who's bringing us the third quarter?
Well, they are all fine people for sure, and fine businesses and worthy of your support, and that includes Jill and Josh Pizzuto with North Lake Papa John's, Polymer Flexible Packaging, South State Bank, Artesian Style Ironworks. We like Sonetos Defense. We like defense, especially coming up on a 4th down right here. How about Axis Realty? We like them. Do you like Diego Estrada and the Roofing Pro? I do. I also encourage you to visit Texas Oral Surgery Group. If you got to have oral surgery, go there. Stand Strong Fencing of Argyle, Laura McGreevy with Southern Collective Realty, Noble Classic Homes, and one of our platinum sponsors, All Sports, Marty Bryan, Brian Gasperson with Cactus Canyon and Branded Bowls. And all of those sponsors, you and I, Blake, everybody here tonight, Seth Clear, Clark McNulty, we want us a 4th down stop right now.
4th and a yard. The problem is the guy that made the spot was on the other side. Weaver just going to take it on the left side easily with the 1st down. Still driving his feet. He's the 45. He's going to get up close to midfield.
Yeah, he got
and
Rogers
down. Is in somebody's ear again over there, the line judge on that far side, the head linesman.
Hey, can we maybe head down to Clark and ask him what was Rogers talking about? What was he upset about there?
He was upset about the spot.
Even on that 4th down? Wow, okay.
Yes, and he said that's not just once, that's twice now.
Well, they owe us.
So 1st and 10 now. Offensive lineman had to check out for Colleyville Heritage. He lost his helmet, so out for a play. Here's a handoff to Best straight ahead. Nice push by the middle of the offensive line for Colleyville Heritage. We're going to pick up about 3 to 4 yards on this play. Getting up off the bottom of the pile, there's Rhett McDowell.
Looked like on that 4th down conversion, Bodie Weaver might have had face mask that the officials missed, so maybe it evens out overall.
2nd down and 7 for the Panthers from the Argyle 47. Weaver wants to throw. He's got a man. Oh, he had him open. Going up tall there was Trevi Prescian. I think he was afraid he might be about to get hit. He kind of short-armed it a little bit, and he went through his hands, incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 7.
Well, Trevi Pressure plays catcher for the team, so he didn't have to go up high for those kind of balls as a catcher, right? So maybe he's just not used to it. But Walker Bruce was right there ready to bring the heat if Trevi would have made the catch. And this brings up another important 3rd down for Argyle. They're all important, but let's see if Argyle maybe get a little pressure right up the middle.
3rd down and about 6.5 for the Panthers. They need to get to the Argyle 41-yard line. Weaver looking to throw. He is going to throw, and this one just not a good throw. That's the first time all night I think we've said that about Bodie Weaver, as he just threw that one a little short. It was intended for Lucas Sunwall. Got some good pressure up front by Reno Herman, and it falls incomplete. Landon Howell on the coverage. It's 4th down. They're going to go for it.
Yeah, Reno came on a twist and got right in the face of Bodie Weaver, forced him to throw it before he was ready.
Coach Edwards does not. Oh, he is going to back up now. He's Weaver to punt it. Low line drive punt. Oh, goes straight to the sidelines. Not a good punt off the foot of Bodie Weaver. Goes off the side of his foot, and they will mark it out of bounds at the 37-yard line. Okay. A 10-yard punt for Bodie Weaver. No return for the Argyle Eagles, and they will have it 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
It looked like a Justin Thomas wedge I saw earlier this morning. That's all right.
1st and 10 from the 36 is where they spot it.
Hey, shout out to Connor Bateman, internet listener of all time.
2 receivers right, 1 left, ball on the left hash. Logan Rexroth gets the handoff. Not a whole lot there. Falls forward. He's going to get to the 39-yard line. A 3-yard gain on 1st down to leave a 2nd down and 7. Clock running, 5:23 to play in the 3rd quarter with Argyle leading 38-28.
Well, I think Argyle wouldn't mind running some clock, but it's too soon to take your foot off the gas if you're Argyle. Just keep going. That 1st quarter, they were electric with explosive plays almost on every other play.
2nd down and 7. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Now Braden Bach comes in motion out of the slot, and he gets in close to the H-back spot. Rolling to his right is Gasperson. Throws on the run. A beautiful pass and a beautiful catch. Micah DeLeon with a 1st down into Colleyville Heritage territory to the 45-yard line, a 16-yard gain.
Makes it look easy. I bet they practiced that play for 20 minutes the other day.
Bach up in the normal tight end spot this time. Maybe the first time he's done that all night. Here is Rexroth. He is spun down at the 43-yard line. Only a couple on that play. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
Keep your eyes here for a read option, because that defense completely collapsed on Rexroth. Had McGuire kept it, I think he's still running.
2nd down and 8. 2 receivers left, 1 right, ball on the right hash. Now DeLeon goes in motion from left to right. Gasperson's going to throw. He's going deep to the left side, looking for Julian Caldwell, coming back for it. Lots of contact there, no call. It was just a couple of guys trying to get to the football, and that ball well underthrown by Gasperson, and Caldwell couldn't come back for it. Good coverage over there by Chase Gibson, and it'll be 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, the ball was underthrown, and I think Caldwell turned defender and knocked that ball down so Gibson couldn't turn around and make the catch. So heads-up play by Julian Caldwell.
3rd down and 8 for the Eagles at the 43 of Colleyville Heritage. Looks like a man's offside there. This is about where we're about straight on at the 40-yard line. So from the 43, it looks like defensive end's got his head over the nose of the football. We'll see if a flag flies. Snaps back. No flags. Gasperson wants to throw. Oh, looks like he slipped down coming out of his break. Ake O'Neal, it was intended for him. It's incomplete. Eli Woolery had tight coverage, and it's 4th down. Argyle's going to bring on the punt team.
Yeah, I don't. It's a judgment call. We aren't as close as the linesman here, but it looked like it, I think. So Argyle with their 2nd punt of the night. Argyle had been 5 of 7 on 3rd down, their best performance by far this year. They can't convert here. And you kind of get the feeling in this game you need to score on every possession. Argyle does have a 2-score lead, but doesn't feel safe. 4:06 remaining here in the third.
I'd like to see him pin way back deep here. Snaps back to Nathaniel Bruce. Low line drive kick, trying to do the coffin corner. Hits, and it's going to roll into the end zone. 43-yard punt, but it is going to go out of bounds. Go into the end zone for the touchback. And so Colleyville Heritage will have it, trailing by 10, 38-28 Argyle with 3:58 to play in the third quarter. Trust your smile to the practice that cares with Dr. Susan Randall and all the great staff at Argyle Dental Associates, located in the heart of Argyle at 136 Old Town Boulevard North. Dr. Randall's been practicing in Argyle for over 20 years. Expect the comfort you deserve and care you can trust at Argyle Dental Associates. Get more info at SusanRandallDDS.com.
23 years Dr. Randall's been a sponsor. So thank you, Dr. Randall. So we've just had back-to-back punts. Kenny, can you believe that?
That's kind of amazing. 2 receivers to either side for the Panthers. Weaver under pressure, still under pressure, and he is going to be sacked. Rhett McDowell, the first one there. Then Chase Bagley and Callum Owen come in to help as well. Second sack of the game, and only ends up being a loss of a yard to the 19-yard line, and Bodie Weaver loses his hat, so he's going to have to come out for a play.
Well, any play he's not in there is probably a win for Argyle, but that's the 6th sack of the season for Argyle. Just not just a ton of sacks. Where Argyle would really like to see something happen that hasn't happened a lot is get a turnover. Only have really forced just one interception this year. That's it.
Harrison Roberts in there at quarterback. Snaps back to Roberts, and it is a handoff to Bess. And he's going to get across the 20 to the 23-yard line. That's a 4-yard pickup there on 2nd and 11. They'll leave a 3rd down and 7, and Bodie Weaver is back in for the Panthers.
Kate Mobley came up from safety to deliver a big hit. He's a big kid, senior, getting his chance to make something happen here, and this is a big moment. Kate Mobley, why don't you get a interception or something right here? That'd be, or something.
Empty backfield. Weaver to throw, rolling to his left. Now he's going to take off running. He's got some room, but he is spun down at the 25-yard line.
Nice job by
Brody Bomar.
Oh, and a late flag afterwards. There. I don't know who's talking, but
let's go to Clark. Clark thinks he knows what's going on down there with the flag.
Yes,
Clark, what you got?
Yes, sir. Rhett McDowell just came fresh off the sack, and they noticed him. So him and his lineman got into it a little bit, and I believe they saw the last one, which was on Colleyville. Oh, yes, on that tackle. When one guy had him all twisted up, and this is what we talk about. You know, the first guy hold him up, let somebody else come in. Those hits add up over the game, but that one came in, and it looked like it might have got Bodie in the chin a little bit, so that he's going to feel that one for a while.
That was a dead ball foul, so it's after the play. Yeah, nice job. Great explanation, Clark, but that's also a win for Argyle is that it was not during the play. Otherwise, you might decline it to force a 4th down, but it's still 4th down, and now back 15 yards, half the distance.
Row. Isn't this crazy?
I know, 2 back-to-back punts for Colleyville, and Brody Bomar over there to slow him down, and Rhett McDowell to get his 2nd sack of the possession.
Landon Dressel back in punt formation. Nathaniel Bruce stands at the Colleyville Heritage 45, snaps high. Dressel comes down with it, though, and just kicks a low-line drive away from Nathaniel Bruce. Gets a pretty nice roll. I'm not sure why the guy for Colleyville Heritage stopped it right there as it was still rolling for them, but a 34-yard punt, no return, and Argyle will have it 1st and 10 at the 47 of Colleyville Heritage. Hey, what about our good friends over at Cinch Cleaners? They have 5 locations. It's the official laundry provider of Argyle Athletics. So they can take care of these kids' uniforms. They can take care of whatever you've got on top of all the usual stuff like dry cleaning, alterations, bedding, and wedding care. Cinch Cleaners offers same-day service, including free pickup and delivery. Coach Rogers trusts them, and so can you at Cinch Cleaners.
They've been with us since day one.
2 receivers to either side, ball on the left hash. Handoff, Logan Rexroth, straight up the middle, bounces it to the left, dragging a tackler right down the hash marks, all the way down to the 38-yard line. They'll mark him at the 37, and that's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
Great vision by Rexroth. The hole isn't always where it's supposed to be. You just got to be heads up to see, and made a great move to the left.
Same formation, 2 receivers to either side. It's going to be Rexroad again. This time bounces it to the right. Not a whole lot there. As he usually does, he falls forward for a gain of a couple. Habison makes the stop, number 12.
Team captain, number 12, 2-year starter.
2nd down and 7. They gave him 3 to the 34-yard line of Colleyville Heritage.
Sure would like the read option with McGuire keeping it because they're not even looking at him.
I guess there was contact. Flags go flying on the offsides, but I guess they're saying there was some contact in the middle.
Looked like they jumped, and unless somebody drew him offside, but
Argyle wanted to.
They must have made contact. Otherwise, it's a live ball because that would have been a free play for Argyle.
Yeah,
and
Argyle
just throw
was
it up
hoping
to
for the
Julian.
free play. Yeah.
So Colleyville plays that cover 4 quarters where they just have 4 guys that really don't let you get behind them. But what happens if you can get a safety to stay inside, you'll get single coverage on the outside. And Julian Caldwell in single coverage is a matchup that Argyle likes a lot.
2nd down and 2 following the penalty from the 29. Play action to Rexroad. Throw out to Micah De Leon at the 30. 25-20. Cuts it outside, slips out of a tackle, but then he's right along the sidelines and runs out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And
somebody just pancaked somebody down there. Ake O'Neill just planted his guy at the 5 and lost his helmet.
That's Will Hummert.
And he's going to go out, maybe just go to the locker room and quit football. I don't think so. It's just me being me. But
I
what
think
a play.
He was just being an intelligent young man and saying, let me get off the field so they can continue to play.
I'll just get over here and maybe put my helmet on, maybe my chin strap. But great play by Micah.
Hey, Clark.
Yes, sir.
What'd you see down there with Ake?
That was a textbook block. We always taught them, hey, hit their chest plate and then push up, explode through the block, and that's exactly what he did. Helmet comes away, the guy ends up on his back, and he's wondering if he's okay. And that was absolutely a perfect block for anybody, let alone a wide receiver.
1st and 10 Argyle inside the Chick-fil-A Argyle red zone at the 17-yard line. Pass out to De Leon again, trying to get away from one tackler. And he can't quite get away from him, but he does get down to the 11-yard line. Nice pickup. He was brought down there by Isaiah Haynes, who's checked in for Hummert.
Yeah, I like that Argyle, again, going sideline to wear out that defense. You can tell they got hands on their hips, and Argyle's making them run a lot on every play.
De Leon, his first game back from injury, over 100 yards receiving now. 2nd down and 5, ball at the 11-yard line. Handoff. Nope, play action. There you go. That's what you wanted, Andy. Read option. And they read it a little better, and they get to the 8-yard line. A pickup of about 3 is all. It's going to leave 3rd down and about 1.5 yards for Argyle.
I had higher hopes than that, but still, keep them honest. Those linebackers can't just fill like crazy. Is Nesbitt in there? Zero, the linebacker? He's a phenomenal linebacker. Okay, yeah, there he is. Good. So
3rd down and 1.5 yards. Argyle brings in a second tight end, Max Bland, lined up as an H-back on the right side behind the right tackle. Braden Bach lined up as an H-back behind the left tackle.
Argyle maybe
play
just
clock down to 3.
Down to call a timeout.
And that's exactly what they will do, is they will call a timeout.
I have a shout-out, if I may.
Well, then shout it out.
Shout out to Chief Communications Officer for Argyle Independent School District, Rick Herron. He's listening. So
Hi,
hello,
Rick.
Thanks for listening. And also shout out to my wife, Gina, along with the Baileys and
Gina.
the Carvers listening up in Stillwater.
Sick 'em Bears.
Yeah, let's go.
Also, want to say, again, big thanks to Tradio, who's doing the video for us tonight. That's Tradio, TR3DIO. Go to tradio.com if you're listening and you want to watch instead. Tradio.com. Appreciate those guys for hanging out with us. Hey, speaking of shout-outs, it's another year and another record-breaking year for the Argyle Eagles Booster Club, thanks in large part to who? Brian and Shelley Stone with Shout-Out Promotions. They have made a massive impact on us, allow them to help you too. If you need your business brand promoted, don't whisper, use Shout-Out Promotions.
They are the best. Brian and Shelley Stone. They are the real heroes.
3rd down and 1. Argyle at the 8-yard line, leading by 10, 38-28. 13 seconds left here, so almost through the 3rd quarter. Play 6 of this drive for Argyle. Keep that same look. 2 tight ends, 1 receiver to each side. Logan Rexroth to the left, McGuire Gasperson. Rexroth's got it. He's running behind Braden Bach. Makes a move at the 7, turns it inside, and has a first down. A 4-yard pickup for Logan Rexroth. And it is 1st and goal for the Eagles.
Cole Jackman and Braxton Firestone on the right side clearing the way.
And they're going to walk down to the other end of the field. The clock's not running, but it should run. There it goes. So we're through quarter number 3 here at Mustang-Panther Stadium in Grapevine. Our score after 3, Argyle 38, Colleyville Heritage 28. 4th quarter on the way next on Argyle Eagles Booster Club Broadcasting.
Compass Church is for you. Join us each week to experience great music, a message that applies to your everyday life, as well as programming for your kids and students to engage on their level. Learn more at compass.church.
Do you know Carolina flavor? That's it. It's Southern, but with a little oomph in it. Now you know. The Carolina legend is here. If you know, you bow.
American Power. Texas Drive. Classic Chevrolet. #1 in the world.
Booster Club Radio inviting you to join us on Friday, October 3rd as Argyle resident and Texas Radio Hall of Famer George Dunham calls the action while Kenny Arthur, the voice of Argyle football, is away. The Eagles host the Everman Bulldogs.
Could upgrade to a lower payment. Get started now at ClassicChevrolet.com.
McNulty and Blake Jones.
All right, 1st and goal here for the Argyle Eagles as we begin quarter number 4 here at Mustang-Panther Stadium, home of the Grapevine Colleyville Independent School District. Both Grapevine and Colleyville Heritage play at this beautiful facility.
Are we in dropkick territory here?
No, because we're not
Asking
in
for a friend.
1947.
One of these days. Not now.
1st and goal. I'm not sure what we're waiting on here, but
TV timeout. There's no TV. We are TV.
Waiting on Fox Sports. What's
they're all looking back at the scoreboard and waiting for some time to be put up there.
That's what it is. It still says 0, and we needed it 12, gentlemen.
I was in the room where they keep the clock at halftime, and that equipment isn't their friend always, apparently.
We're kind of where's Tim Sutton when you need him?
Yeah, I know this. I guess they're going to call the teams off the field, and
all right, what you got, Clark?
Well, in what Todd said, or Coach Rogers, he came down and he says, hey, we're putting out a special formation, and your guys can't get it together. So he had the officials call an official timeout till they got their stuff together, and then pulled all the guys out of there so that to give Colleyville less time to see that formation.
I like it. I wonder what. So they may be doing that little wildcat thing that they do occasionally, where McGuire goes out wide. Good heads up.
All right,
call.
now they're coming back. We've got 12 minutes on the clock now.
And it is. It looks like Nathaniel Bruce is going to be deep.
Bach up on the line at tight end. Here's a handoff. Bruce straight ahead. I don't know that he was even touched. Right through the line, into the end zone. 4-yard touchdown run. Nathaniel Bruce all aboard. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
Yeah, great lead blocking up front. I noticed Argyle had worked in Memphis Elsey, the 6'8", 335-pound sophomore. And they had an extra lineman in there on that to add some beef. And boy, when you can bring in 6'8", 230, that's some beef right there.
Nick Moeller to snap. Walker Bruce, good hold. PAT by Carter Stebbins is good. 11:56 to play in the ballgame. Our score is now Argyle 45, Colleyville Heritage 28 on Argyle Eagles Booster Club Broadcasting. Back after this from 407 Barbecue.
407 Barbecue is the proud title supporter of the Argyle Eagles. Named the very best barbecue in all of DFW, 407 Barbecue offers an array of award-winning smoked meats, including mouth-watering brisket and their brand new Smash Burger. Get the original Smash Burger, or for something a little spicier, try the El Diablo Blanco, and see why it was recently voted as the second best burger in DFW. Family owned and operated by your neighbors right here in Argyle. I-35W exit 407, or see the menu and catering options online at 407bbq.com.
Life moves fast. The last thing you need to worry about, pests. At Miles Pest Services, protecting your home is easier than ever. In just a few clicks, you'll have professional pest control set up. No calls, no hassle. With over 35 years serving our community, Miles delivers long-term protection built on trust, integrity, and care. For busy homeowners like you, we make pest control simple so you can get back to what matters most. Miles Pest Services. Fast, easy, trusted.
Connor Supay-Kainsey fields it at the 35-yard line. Another short kickoff and broke a tackle right as he caught it. He had a man wrapped around him, was able to get away from him, and then a great return after that all the way into Argyle territory to the 42-yard line. And Colleyville Heritage, great field position here for their first possession of the fourth quarter. How about the drive summary, though? Ace, Andy Smith.
Happy to do it. Design House and Ty and Jennifer Omeyer bring you this drive summary. Argyle with a touchdown drive that traveled 53 yards, took 2 minutes, 25 seconds, converted 1 third down. They've had just the 2 yards to go, which has sort of been short third downs conversion. Nathaniel Bruce was his third touchdown in 9 carries tonight.
Quick slant. Oh, and he's hit hard. Oh, that's not good.
Nathaniel Bruce
might have took the brunt of the hit.
Both of them did. They just collided. Serious collision.
9-yard pickup to the 33-yard line. Going to be second down and 1, but
senior team captain just came up and laid a big hit on the receiver who went back the other way, but Nathaniel down, and Argyle's really thin in the secondary, and more importantly, that's a team captain and one of the leaders on the team, and looks like he's going to be up pretty quickly. That's a military kid, right?
Walking to the sidelines under his own power. So looks like he's going to be okay. His brother, the first one there to greet him, make sure he's good.
They have a really detailed protocol for plays like that. They're going to take it to, check it out and do a quick cognitive test. I was talking to Coach Fowler, the trainer, about that at practice the other day, and I was just blown away by all the steps that they take to keep these kids safe. So trust in that.
Second down and a yard now as we get back to action.
Boy, he just didn't need to give up that kickoff return. Colleyville not going away, are they?
2 receivers right, 1 left. Ball at the 33 of Argyle. Handoff to Bess. And he's going to have the first down to the 31-yard line. And getting up off the bottom of the pile is Reno Herman making the stop for Argyle. That is a first down for the Panthers. They give him a nice spot up to the 30-yard line.
I'm surprised they didn't go right at safety where Nathaniel Bruce was, but
Weaver now looking to throw. Oh, breaks a tackle in the backfield. Oh, next a nice move around Chase Bagley, straight up the middle of the field. 10, 5, into the touchdown, into the end zone for the touchdown. Nice run by Bodie Weaver. A 30-yard touchdown run.
Ball came loose, but I think he was across the
He was
plane.
across the goal, yeah. And now he's cramping up is Bodie Weaver.
Man, that's a football player right there, isn't he? Bodie Weaver, 6'4", 197-pound senior.
He's really, really good. We talked earlier about where he was going to school. He's a UTEP commit right now.
Yeah, he may have added a star to his resume tonight.
So it's
he took that from what, the 20-yard line?
30.
30?
And Bodie Weaver will run off the field. Probably come over and drink some pickle juice or something so he can get back out there next possession.
I might rather have the cramp than the pickle juice. But
oh, really? Oh, I've got a big old gallon jug of pickle juice in my fridge. I drink it almost every night.
Wow. All right, well, I guess I'm just a wuss.
Landon Dressel with the PAT. And it is good. 11:05 to play in the ball game. Lead back down to 10. Argyle 45, Colleyville Heritage 35. Back after this from Cycle Center of Denton.
Cycle Center of Denton and BMW Motorcycles of Denton proudly support Argyle Athletics. Cycle Center is your local family-owned and operated power sports store with the best selection of motorcycles, all-terrain vehicles, and side-by-side fun and work machines. Shop the largest parts and accessories showroom in North Texas and experience a factory-trained service department that will support you with the great service to keep your machine running at its best. Cycle Center wants to thank all the Argyle football fans, coaches, and faculty that make Argyle the best school in Texas. Come see why Cycle Center of Denton is called your power sports store with more.
Dreaming of a landscape transformation? JLBB Co. is here to turn your vision into reality. With over 25 years of experience, we specialize in revamping outdoor spaces to enhance beauty, functionality, and value. Whether it's maintaining lush lawns or redesigning patios and walkways, our North Texas team delivers first-class service every time. JLBB Co., your partner in landscape perfection.
With Clark McNulty, Blake Jones, Seth Clear, Andy Smith, I'm Kenny Arthur. Thanks for David and Tradio on video. End over end kickoff by Landon Dressel will be taken 1 yard deep by Julian Caldwell. He's going to bring it out straight ahead. Now pauses, makes a nice move to get close to the 25-yard line. So about the same as a touchback, and Argyle will have it first 10 at their own 25-yard line. But a drive summary, once again, we're going to the ace, Andy Smith.
Thank you very much. CTX Pool and Patio brings you this drive summary, and Colleyville had a short field because of a great kickoff return and went just 42 yards, but 30 of that was by Bodie Weaver on a keeper right up the middle, down the middle, and dove into the end zone and got a cramp and is now drinking pickle juice apparently. And so that touchdown and the extra point closes the lead to 10 for Argyle, 45-35 with 10:57 left to go here in regulation.
When I was in high school, we drank quick kick. They still have that? I don't know if they still have that. First and 10 from the 25, and it's a handoff. It's Logan Rexroad. Nice job turning it up. He didn't have room around the corner. Now he's just carrying a whole host of tacklers. He's going to have a 12-yard pickup and a first down to the 37-yard line. Before they finally blow it dead, he still didn't go down.
He broke a tackle in the backfield. The guy had him wrapped up across the back. I think that was Nesbitt. And he just ran away from it like Nesbitt wasn't even there. I don't think Nesbitt even got a two-hand touch on him.
Argyle starting to run a little bit of clock. 10-point lead here with 10:35 to play in the ball game. And you like this because you like having a lead, right, Andy? But kind of gets you out of rhythm sometimes.
I agree, Kenny. I think it's too soon to start trying to work clock. Just keep going.
Rexroad again straight ahead. And again, bullying his way across the 40 to the 41-yard line. There wasn't a whole lot there, and he ends up with 4 yards.
I'll take 4 yards on first down, won't you?
Absolutely, I will. I want to go down to Clark here in a little bit. He was talking about the offensive line earlier, and I want to get his take on it. We'll go after this next play because, they're, like I said, they're running some clock, so we should have some time to go down to Clark. We're not used to having time, right, to go between plays.
I'm not a coach, never coached a high school game in my life. I've only watched 23 years of Argyle football. I just don't like changing tempo right now. Score again, maybe? However,
second down 6, ball at the 41-yard line. It's going to be Logan Rexroad running to his left, finds a hole. Nice cut by Logan Rexroad. It's a first down at the 49-yard line. They'll put him up all the way to midfield, and the Argyle first down. All right, Clark, talk a little bit about the play of the offensive line tonight.
I was talking to Coach Jake Gregory before the game, and, they heard all this. Oh, they only allowed 63 yards of rushing per game, this and that. The coaches challenged the manhood of our offensive line. They wanted them to prove that they can go in there and take over a game, and they've been hearing it for 2 weeks. And I'm telling you this, folks, this is the most improvement I've seen game over game by an offensive lineman at Argyle ever.
First and 10, Gasperson now going to go deep over the middle. Man on man, what a catch. Triple coverage, Julian Caldwell all the way into the end zone. Dragged a man the last 7 or 8 yards for the Argyle touchdown. 51-yard pitch and catch. McGuire Gasperson to Julian Caldwell. All aboard. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
Quite a pitch, too, by McGuire Gasperson. You talk about dropping it in the bucket. And triple coverage, but the only person that was going to catch that ball was Julian Caldwell. Julian did a great job of faking. He just, at the very last second, he sticks his hands out. Otherwise, the defenders could read his eyes, and then he drags his defender into the end zone.
extra point is no good. That was kind of one of those weird ones. It just looked like Carter Stebbins didn't have his steps right. Like he kind of had to stutter step or something there as he was getting ready to kick that extra point, and he just drifts wide right, so it's no good. Our score now, 9:03 to play in the ball game. Our new score, Argyle 51, Colleyville Heritage 35 on Argyle Eagles Booster Club Broadcasting. Let's take a look at who's bringing us. Hey, Andy.
The fourth
Ace
quarter?
Smith, who's bringing us our fourth quarter tonight?
Well, I would love to tell you. Let's thank Dr. Alex Linton with Meant to Move, Valley Quest Design, Los Caminos, Modern Cocina, Jessica Summer with Summertime, Green Light Driving Academy, Haysbury White and Van Zant, CrossFit Trophy Club, Lorena Moore with Monument Realty, the Nelson Law Group, Tall Cop says stop, the Barrel in Bartonville and Mexican Oak, Denton. And we certainly send a special shout out to our postgame sponsor tonight, Park Place, Lexus and Land Rover of right here in Grapevine.
Yeah, right down the street. Heck, we'll see him from up here in the press box.
You know, the thing about that extra point, I know it's the first one that we've missed this year, but that keeps it a 2-score game.
Yes.
Would have been a 3-score game.
Tupe Casey's going to take this one at the 24-yard line. And this time go to the right. Now everybody gets in on this tackle. And so that will they'll run him out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. So good field position once again for Colleyville Heritage. Once again, back to the ace and a drive summary.
Well, thanks very much. This one by the Cycle Center of Denton. So Argyle got the ball on their own 25-yard line. They did a couple things here and there, and they ultimately decided to launch it deep. You dropped a bomb on me right on J.C. Caldwell from 51 yards out. He strolls into the end zone. If you say strolling is carrying a man on your back for the touchdown, the extra point's no good, but Argyle leads 51-35 here with 8:57 remaining in the fourth. Julian with 5 catches for 102 touchdowns, 105 yards and 2 touchdowns.
2 receivers to either side. Pass goes going to go out to Bess out of the backfield, and he will get run out of bounds at the 39-yard line by Sager Zamzo. Gabriel Bess is going to have only about a 2-yard gain on this one. Second down and 8 here for the Panthers.
Did get out of bounds to stop the clock, but Argyle just keep everything in front of you here. Nathaniel Bruce back in the game. That's really good to see, and that's one less thing to worry about as Argyle's pretty banged up right now in the secondary.
Second down and 8. 2 receivers to either side. Ball on the left hash for the Panthers. Moving from right to left in this fourth quarter. Red jerseys, black pants, black helmets. It's Gabriel Bess getting the handoff. Got a little bit of room up the middle, but Chase Bagley drags him down at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of about 4.
Chase Bagley read that from the snap. He's playing on the outside, and he just crushed the running back down the line.
Be third down and 4 here for the Panthers. 2 receivers to either side once again. Weaver looked to his right, now back to his left. Now he's going to run. Now he stops and he throws and is incomplete. Nice hit. Sager Zamzo, that pass was complete. It looked like to Gabriel Bess, and Zamzo comes up and hits him just as he made the catch. Knocks the ball loose, and it's fourth down. We'll see what Coach Edwards wants to do here with 8:20 left in the ball game.
Yeah, 2-score deficit, you feel like they got to go, but Sager Zamzo, he's the homecoming king and big PBU man right there.
Fourth down and 4.
Team captain.
3 new down linemen come in here for Argyle. 2 receivers to either side. Winner of the tight end goes in motion from left to right. Weaver to throw right over the middle. It's overthrown and intercepted. It's Nathaniel Bruce. He's trying to take it back. 30, 25, breaks the tackle there. Pick 6. Nathaniel Bruce takes it to the house. A 56-yard pick 6 for Nathaniel Bruce. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
Bruce! Yeah, how many pick 6s is that for him in his career? I think it's more than 2.
It's
who could tell? We'll look it up later, but Nathaniel Bruce, great center field play, read the eyes of the quarterback and broke on that ball right between the hashes. And Bodie Weaver trying to make a play when maybe one wasn't there, but Nathaniel Bruce, the interception would have been good enough, right?
Yeah. Extra point by Carter Stebbins is good. 8:06 to play in the ball game. Our new score, Argyle 58, Colleyville Heritage 35 on Argyle Eagles Booster Club Broadcasting. 56-yard touchdown return on the interception for Nathaniel Bruce, who talked to us about being a bigger leader this year.
I remember last year it was round 2 against Memorial. We didn't have the best first half, and at halftime I finally had enough courage and figured out the role enough to get onto the whole team in front of everybody. Just learn how to just grill everybody to get them to wake up a little bit. And with that experience, I was able to do it Friday night at halftime again, and something I can continue. I'll do it in practice, kind of just stepping up more of a leader and taking on some of the burdens that a captain should on a football team.
So I think that's only maybe twice tonight, Andy, that we've talked about Bodie Weaver not throwing it on the money. He threw one a little low out here on the right earlier, but that one just a slant pattern. And actually the guy was open. I think it was Dressel, number 14. He was open, and he just sailed it over his head right into the bread basket of Nathaniel Bruce.
I mean, he's human. Still a phenomenal quarterback. You know, Argyle, you just remember that Colleyville took the opening kickoff in the second half and scored and closed this thing to 3, but Argyle's
Preston Edwards kicking off this time, and it's a squib kick. Supe Casey picks it up, but I think every Argyle Eagle was in on the tackle at the 25-yard line. They might have got in somebody's ear. If there was a missed tackle and they had a long kickoff return a couple of kickoffs ago, and since then we have really seen them swarm the football. And Colleyville Heritage will have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line, now trailing 58-35.
Turning points, though. You think about it, Colleyville closes it to just a 3-point lead. All the momentum, but Argyle gets it on the next possession and marches right down the field, just like they had been. And Julian Caldwell, a couple of really big plays, including a touchdown, and extended it to 10. And then, you know, Colleyville wasn't going away, but Argyle just sort of pouring it on right now. But
1st and 10, Bodie Weaver handoff, new running back in there. He's going to get across the 30 to the 31-yard line. That's Colin Bennett running the football. He's going to get 6 yards.
58 points for Argyle, season high by a lot, and what a night to do it.
Max Bland on the stop on that last play. 2nd down and 4 for the Panthers. 2 receivers to either side. Weaver, straight drop. He's going to throw it to Bennett out of the backfield at the 25. Cuts inside there. Nice move by Colin Bennett. He's across the 40 to the 41-yard line. Coming back to make the stop there. First was the freshman Mateus Lafayette, but also 94 Obadiah Goebel in there at one of the defensive tackle positions. Here goes Bodie Weaver, and he'll just duck down and try to get back to the line of scrimmage. First one in on the stop that time was Jonathan Holtman, and no gain. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
That's covered sack. Bodie Weaver was looking for a little pump fake and go from his receiver, but he did all of that except didn't get anywhere. Free.
Weaver, plenty of time to throw this time. Now Holtman chasing him. Weaver looking. Now he throws back across his body to the middle of the field. Nice play, nice move by the receiver. 2 nice moves, and he's going to get inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. Chase Bagley finally makes the stop, his 9th tackle of the game. But another 1st down for the Panthers.
Yeah, Bagley is still learning how to play linebacker. He'll learn that you got to break down, and if you're off balance trying to make an open field tackle, that's hard.
Pass to Bennett out in the flat. Stiff arms a guy at the 37. He's going to get to the 35-yard line before Braden Offner makes the stop. His 5th tackle of the night, a 3-yard pickup. 2nd down and 7. Well, give him 4. 2nd down and 6 from the Argyle 34. 2 receivers to either side. Ball on the right hash. Weaver again to his back out in the flat, this time to the left side. And Bennett trying to make some moves. He's going to get down to the 30. Ooh, and drag a tackler. That's going to get him a 1st down. Get a couple extra yards there by carrying a tackler with him to the 27-yard line. Credit Zamzo with the tackle. Got 7 yards and a 1st down at the 27 of Argyle.
Yeah, he got the 1st down, but still a good open field tackle by Zamzo. What you want to do is be on that inside shoulder of that guy. So
Weaver under pressure here, and he is going to be, he spins away, but he's finally sacked. Callum Owen, credit Callum Owen with the sack, number 97, getting up off the bottom of the pile. 3-yard loss back to the 30-yard line. 3rd sack for Argyle tonight.
That's great. Productivity for Argyle came into tonight just 6, now up to 9. 50% of their production.
Clock running, 5:40 to play. Best goes in motion out of the backfield. Under a ton of pressure here is Weaver, and he is going to spin and go down again. Callum Owen once again, another sack, back-to-back sacks for number 97, Callum Owen.
CO with the KO. Back-to-back sacks for the senior, Callum Owen. Woody Weaver saw all kinds of white jerseys in his face when he tried to roll right. He spun around thinking, well, I just scored a touchdown from 30 yards out, but Callum Owen said, not over me, you're not going to.
3rd down and 18 now for Colleyville Heritage from the Argyle 34-yard line. Weaver rolling to his left, looking, now takes off running. He's going to go down at the 30-yard line. It's Holtman that brings him down there. Jonathan Holtman, the 6'3", 225-pound senior. He's a little bit slow to get it. Oh, no, that was Bomar, wasn't it? Brody Bomar, 33, not 53.
Brody Bomar grabbed the 2 on that number, and it's like the next thing is Weaver's hitting the dirt like fast. Great job by. So 4th down,
clock running.
I think they're going to go for it. Kenny, what do you think?
I think so too. 4th and 12. Clock down to 4:20. 4th down and 12. Windler goes in motion from left to right. Weaver to throw. He's looking. He's under pressure. He's being chased by Owen. Throws across his body. Intercepted. A one-handed interception by the freshman, Mateus Lafayette. His first interception of the season, and it's Argyle football.
Well, how about that? The freshman thrown into action. You talk about baptism by fire. And what a play by Mateus. He's great size, 5'11", 190, and he just competes. His dad is a coach for Argyle here, so sure glad that they hired Coach Lafayette to bring Mateus in. And what a play. That was a crazy good catch. He went up, got it with one hand. What is it with the one-handed catches tonight? It's great. So Mateus in for Malik Bracey. And you got a freshman in for a senior that is probably first team All-State anyway. And way to go.
1st and 10, Argyle from their own 23. Braden Bach goes in motion from right to left. Handoff, running right. Obadiah Goebel to the 26. 3-yard gain. Jake Murphy will check in. 2nd down and 7.
Micah DeLeon tonight from the slot receiver spot, making his
5 catches, 106 yards tonight for Michael DeLeon. Had a 27-yard run, too, on end around.
I'll take that. That kind of productivity. Argyle's got to have just a slew of total yards. We'll look that up in a moment, but got to get through these next 3.5 minutes.
Snap back to McGuire Gasperson. It's Obadiah Goebel again, looking for a hole, breaking a tackle. A little bit of a spin move in there at the 27-yard line. He's going to get up to the 29. So another 3-yard gain for Obadiah Goebel. Will leave a 3rd down and 4 for the Eagles at the 29, and they're running some clock now with 3:07 to play.
They list Obadiah at 5'10", 165.
It's generous. The 165 might be right. 5'10" seems a little generous.
You know, you never want to be like 5'11" or 6 feet because you're always wondering, yeah, come on, you're really 5'7", right? 5'10", I believe it. Maybe just compared to the offensive line, he looks a little less. But compared to those guys, everybody is.
All right, Coach Rogers wants a timeout as Max Bland came out. I don't know what was going on. They didn't have the formation right. We'll take it as well. 2:39 to play in the ball game. Argyle leading 58-35 over Colleyville Heritage. Back with more Argyle Eagle football after this.
Howdy, friends. Let's go Eagles. Marty B's, Cactus Canyon, and Branded Bowls, all proud sponsors of Argyle football. Friends, if you're wanting to pregame, after game, mid-game, consider one of our amazing options for you. Let's have an incredible football season. Let's go Eagles!
When Argyle Eagles hit the field, every play counts. And when injuries happen, Orthopedic Associates is here to keep you in the game. Orthopedic Associates has 2 convenient locations and offers same-day appointments, in-house imaging, physical therapy, and on-site surgery. With expert orthopedic and sports medicine care since 1976, Orthopedic Associates is proud to support the Argyle Eagles on and off the field. Schedule at orthopedicassociates.org or call 972-420-1776.
Third down and 4, 2 tight ends. Obadiah Goebel, he's going to get hit in the backfield. That's Nesbitt, the linebacker. Hits him right at the line of scrimmage on 3rd and 4. So it'll be 4th down and force Argyle into a punting situation with 2:25 to play. Clock running, and Argyle leading by 23, 58-35 over Colleyville Heritage. And now the whole team goes back to the sidelines. I'm not sure what Argyle's going to do. Maybe run it all the way down. And I always forget about that. We're going to have a 2-minute timeout.
Good. Sets us up for a drop kick when we come back.
All right, so we are at the 2-minute timeout. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Argyle leading 58-35 back after this from the Legacy Group.
Buying or selling a home is likely your greatest investment. Lori Jacobson and the Legacy Group believe in making the process easy and simple for your family. Whether you're moving into your forever home in Argyle, need help remodeling or staging, or are a first-time buyer, Lori's dedicated to making sure all of her clients walk away from the transaction satisfied. She has a saying that you walk in as a client, but you leave as a friend. So it's no secret why she's been named Best Real Estate Agent by D Magazine yet again. Lori Jacobson encourages all the Argyle Eagles to leave a legacy both on and off the field. Go Eagles.
Updating your home is too Carter Stebbins back in punt formation instead of Nathaniel Bruce this time. Good snap by Nick Moeller, and the punt is away. Nice tight spiral. Fielded by Will Hummert back at the 34-yard line. Breaks one tackle there. Nope, now he's going to come all the way back to the near side of the field. He's got some room and is slung down by Chase Bagley at the 49-yard line. 38-yard punt, 16-yard return by Will Hummert. And Colleyville Heritage has it 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line. 1:46 to play in the ball game with Argyle leading 58-35 with Clark McNulty and Blake Jones and Andy Smith. I'm Kenny Arthur. Thanks so much for hanging out with us on a beautiful Friday night. Hey, Clark, how's the weather down there?
I was looking at halftime. It's a little sticky down here. It's about 45% humidity. It is in the 70s.
Okay.
So there is that,
really nice,
and it's just a very. I mean, if you can look to the north end zone, the flags are just hanging there. But a beautiful night for football.
Handoff to Bess. Gabriel Bess is going to have a few yards on the right side to the 44-yard line. Logan Rexroad in on the defensive side of the football. One of the safety spots, one of the linebacker spots.
Yeah, he's the 4th linebacker tonight, so he's not surprising that he's in there, but good to see him make a nice play.
2nd down and 3. Ball at the 44 of Argyle. Weaver to throw. Looking left, throws left. It is complete on the near side and just stepping out of bounds. Has just enough for a 1st down there is Connor Supankasey.
You better not throw it. Lafayette over here, he'll make you pay.
You know, Supankasey?
I think you
makes me think of a pancake and Snooty Pig.
When you go there, when you're what?
When you're hungry.
I miss the Snooty Pig.
Handoff, Gabriel Bess. Oh, breaks a tackle. Yeah. Thought Logan Rexroad had him back there. Logan's tired. He's ran the football a lot tonight.
Well, now he knows what it feels like.
9-yard gain out down to the Argyle 31-yard line. Yeah, we had the Snooty Pig. By the way, I want to make sure everybody knows Andy says he misses the Snooty Pig, not because he won't go there anymore, but because he moved off too far and he doesn't get to join us for our Friday morning broadcast breakfast.
Keep trying to get you guys to bring it to me in Oklahoma.
2nd down and a yard. Weaver now under pressure, being chased. And he is going to run out of bounds. Credit Logan Rexroad with the stop at the 30-yard line, a 1-yard gain and a 1st down for the Panthers.
Logan Rexroad 3 plays on defense and 3 tackles. Well, he had sort of a tackle there. He found out what it feels like to get run over.
Yeah. 1st and 10, but the clock down to 38 seconds now. Colleyville Heritage not even using any of their timeouts. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Ball on the left hash. It's a handoff to Gabriel Bess. He's got a hole on the left side. He'll get slung down there. Looks like Brody Bomar on the stop as well as Mateus Lafayette, who gets up limping just a little bit. And we'll see how quickly Colleyville Heritage wants to get back on the ball. I'm sure they'd like to score again. 18 seconds left now. 2 receivers to either side as they come to the line of scrimmage. Snack back to Weaver. Straight drop. He's looking. Now he's going to take off running and slide down at the 22-yard line. And that will do it unless they call a timeout as the clock runs down to 000. And this ball game is over. The Argyle Eagles have moved to 2-0 in district play with a 58-35 victory tonight over the Panthers of Colleyville Heritage High School.
What a response after getting their backs against the wall, with Colleyville Heritage coming out and scoring to begin the second half and closing the deficit to just 3 with all the momentum, but then Argyle answers and imposes their will. And I think there's lots of stars to go around, but that offensive line was just phenomenal tonight, weren't they?
Yeah, that's the best we've seen them look all year. Our Park Place postgame show on the way in just a moment. We'll catch up with the 407 Barbecue smash hit players of the game. We'll talk to Coach Rogers. We'll have our out-of-town scoreboard with Stephen Bartolotta, our Park Place play of the game, final stats, and a look at next week, all coming up in the Park Place Lexus and Land Rover Grapevine postgame show. Find out why people are saying Park Place is my place for everything Lexus. We wrap this one up from Mustang-Panther Stadium in just a moment. Again, Argyle wins 58-35. Back with that postgame show in just a moment.
At the Sunny Darden Group, we are more than just your local real estate advisors. We are your hometown connection within the world of real estate. We live, work, and raise our families right here in Argyle ISD, with kids in the district and a deep love for this community. We're committed to supporting our teachers, neighbors, and everyone who calls this.
Do you have a dream of having a pool and a backyard oasis? Well, it's time to talk to the professionals at J. Caldwell Custom Pools. From new construction to remodeling to service and maintenance, J. Caldwell Custom Pools is your custom pool builder and outdoor living design expert, serving you with 2 locations, Hudson Oaks and Fort Worth, because life is too short for ordinary backyards. Dive in and find out more at jcaldwellcustompools.com.
There it is. Small batch biscuits, just minutes from the oven, with crunchy hand-breaded chicken. Now you know, the Carolina legend is here. If you know, you bow.
Compass Church is for you. Join us each week to experience great music, a message that applies to your everyday life, as well as programming for your kids and students to engage on their level. Learn more at compass.church.
Do you know Carolina flavor? That's it. It's Southern, but with a little oomph in it. Now you know, the Carolina legend is here. If you know, you bow.
American Power. Texas Drive. Classic Chevrolet. #1 in the world. Limited time. A special selection of new Chevys. More than anyone. All priced below market value. Plus, pre-owned values are up again. We're paying top dollar for trades. You could upgrade to a lower payment. Get started now at ClassicChevrolet.com.
Sponsor, Ryan McClarty at 407 Barbecue. With post-game interviews, final stats, and a chat with Coach Rogers. Here is the Park Place post-game show.
Welcome back. It's time for the Park Place post-game show. It is time to check in downstairs with Coach Rogers.
I'd
Andy,
be
take it away.
happy to check in with the winning coach of the Argyle Eagles in his 23rd year, Coach Rogers. Well, tell me how you're feeling at this very moment, Coach Rogers.
Well, I don't know who's more exhausted, me or the kids. The kids played their butt off tonight. We had to do a lot of things. We had some injuries, and we had some people step up. Great adjustments at halftime by the kids. They were very receptive to what we wanted to do, and they executed the whole second half. So it was a good team win.
Absolutely. And so what were those adjustments at halftime? And if you don't mind turning around so we can see your face on TV here.
Oh,
thank you.
Absolutely.
What were those adjustments that you made at halftime?
Well, we just needed to change our coverages a little bit. We felt like we were securing the run pretty good, and so we moved our linebackers around and our safeties around just a skosh here and there, and called some coverages that we haven't really worked on all week, but we had them in our repertoire, and it was very beneficial for us. Great quarterback, great offensive unit right there, and we were able to at least slow them down a little bit more than we were the first half.
Yeah, Coach Rogers with us now, post-game celebrating the win tonight to go 2-0 in district, 3-1 overall. So when Colleyville closes at 31-28 on their first possession of the second half, what was the mood over there on the sideline?
Well, it was already tense from halftime, so I don't think I don't think anything changed. I felt like our offensive kids were very confident. They just wanted an opportunity, and obviously they took real advantage of it. They were able to go down there and put some points on the board and in some challenging situations, and we got the quarterback to elevate the ball there towards the end of the fourth quarter. And, let it hit the ground a couple of times. And it didn't hit the ground very much the first half, so fantastic.
Yeah, he was 38 of 52. I can't remember anybody throwing 52 times against, so he's a phenomenal quarterback. But let's talk about your team, Coach Rogers. This, by the way, brought to you by Park Place. So there's so many things we could talk about, but I think this offensive line is starting to make a name for themselves and carving out a little bit of an identity. How would you describe their play tonight and overall?
They were fantastic. I thought we had good schemes on Sunday, and I was pretty fired up about it. And so, the awesome thing about it is we were able to get them blocked, stay on them, and secure our blocks for an extended period of time, and our running backs had a really good day. Absolutely.
Well, two more quick ones for you. I can't let you go without talking about just your defense and the resiliency. So you had to dig deep into the two deep tonight, didn't you, to make some plays, but it's like next man up, and you got to perform no matter what.
Oh yeah. They've gotten plenty of practice. Practice was really good for them. They're learning every time they get a chance, and they're like little sponges, and they're just doing really good things. And they're young, they're enthusiastic, so you got to be a little bit more patient with making mistakes. But Mateus's interception and Nathan Bruce's interception were just out of my mind, unbelievable.
Yeah, they were unbelievable. So my last question for you, Coach Rogers, I'll let you go with that. It looks like you got some family nearby, but so this is a deep thought question. So compared to anything else that's ever happened in your life, where does tonight fit?
I think it's pretty special. Anytime you win, it's unique and it's special, and the people you're doing it with, it makes it even more enjoyable. But our kids were hungry for a win, and they're looking for success. And I saw a lot of smiles on their faces, and I was coming up with an alternate plan that, hey, it's a 2-score game now, and we're going to be ready for 2-point plays. And they all looked at me and said, they're not scoring again. And that's when Nathan intercepted the ball. So it was good.
So you're not going to compare it to everything else that's ever happened in your 15
I'm not going to fall in that trap.
I got you.
I got almost 5 grandbabies, so no, those are pretty good experiences.
Yeah. I'm going to say it was a phenomenal night for me and well worth being here. All right, I guess maybe it's time to go.
Yeah.
It's like last call.
Yeah.
Right. Turned out the lights. The party's over. All right, thanks, Coach Rogers.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Coach. Turn out the lights.
I mean, I'm not exaggerating.
Party's over. Yeah,
all the lights are
out. Like, we won't be able to see how to get to the car. So,
I don't know how Clark's going to find our
I guess,
offensive
Clark, just
player
tell
of the
us when you if and when you have anyone. If you don't, we'll start talking a few stats. We'll get to Argyle stats here in just a moment because those are more official. I get the other team stats somewhere else. Bodie Weaver, 38 out of 52, 368 yards, 4 touchdowns, a couple of interceptions. Both of those in the fourth quarter. He also led the team in rushing, 17 carries, 72 yards, and a touchdown. Gabriel Bess on the ground for Colleyville Heritage, 10 carries, 48 yards. Jared Wiley had 5 carries for 18 yards. Colin Bennett, 3 carries for 13 yards. Receiving, Connor Supankhazy, 10 catches.